First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Mark Smith, pastor of the Banner Baptist Church. I want to invite you to join our fellowship here at Banner. Our Sunday services begin with Sunday school at 10 a.m. Worship starts at 11 a.m. and the evening service, it's at 5 p.m. Our Wednesday night services begin at 6 p.m. and include adult Bible study, youth, and children's classes. We are located 5 miles north of Lindsay on Highway 76. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Leopards.
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Schirach with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards! The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C-Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C-Mart.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon polycarts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many Leopards and Leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Hey, have you heard the news?
What news?
There's a new bakery in town.
Oh, I know. Have you tried their hot lunch yet?
It's so good, and the cinnamon rolls and cream pies are to die for.
Let's go now and grab a salad or a sandwich from their grab-and-go cooler.
Okay, and while I'm there, I'll grab some cookies too. Sunshine Bakery and Deli, located at 311 West Cherokee in Lindsay. A little sunshine in every bite.
Well, hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dibble, Oklahoma, here in Dibble High School in Dibble, Oklahoma. I'll get it straight in a second. As we get ready for officially week 2 of the high school football season, and the Lindsay Leopards are on the road to take on the Dibble Demons. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here on the broadcast tonight for KBLP Live alongside Andrew ESPN Lion as we get set for kickoff here in an early kickoff tonight. Had a late kickoff in Pauls Valley last week, Andrew, but we get an early one tonight starting at 7 o'clock. But so a little bit heat, but it's still not as hot as it was last week.
No, sir.
What was 101 when we kicked off at 8 o'clock or something like that?
It was 100 and enough.
100 and enough. There you go. Well, this Leopard team comes in 0-1, and as well as Dibble's home opener here. But Dibble takes Minko last week and lost that one. But we'll talk about that more here in just a minute. But talk about that Leopard game down at Pauls Valley last week, in a game that the Leopards came up short, looked good early, got a big break early in the ball game, and scored their first touchdown on a blocked punt in Pauls Valley's end zone. It came up with Shane Jones comes up with the reception, gets the touchdown for the Leopards, the 2-point conversion. They've got an early 8-0 lead. Immediately, Pauls Valley comes back, scores, makes it 8-7. And then the Leopards come up with an interception and get headed back down the field and then covered because of the interception, had the ball at the 21-yard line. It only took them 6 plays to score. Brody Ramming scores on a 6-yard run. The Leopards are up 16-7. Things are looking good. It didn't go good from there. We gave up 31 unanswered after that.
We sure did. Yeah, we just, like you said, we were moving the ball, imposing our will a little bit in the first part of that game. We got some breaks our way early in the game, and we're able to capitalize on those, including a drive where we had to score 3 times.
First drive,
to
yeah.
actually get the touchdown. But then I don't know if it was just Pauls Valley making adjustments or if it was – some miscues or design issues on our parts, and we just ended up sort of flatlining later on in that game, and just couldn't crawl back out of a hole once Pauls Valley established the run. They ended up passing on us a little bit at will later in the game, but the biggest deal is we just weren't able to stop that run game. They didn't break any big long runs on us for the most part. Just methodically worked their way down the field, and we just weren't able to get them stopped.
We gave up one 32-yard run and a 22-yarder. There's a 23-yarder later in the game, but that was, like you said, there was no big runs in that.
Yeah, not many.
But yet Pauls Valley rolls up 430 yards of offense on the Leopards, and the Leopards only had 135. So that was, again, the Leopards just could not get untracked after that first scoring drive, the first touchdown drive that we got. But, we did get Raming led the rushing for the Leopards. He had the lone touchdown, the rushing touchdown. It was a 6-yarder, but he ends up with 9 rushes, 42 yards. And so that's your leading rusher. Dutton Taylor comes in with 7 rushes and 14 yards, and then got Cody Kleeman in the game late and came in with 5 rushes and 12 yards. But, again, it was just not enough that we could get untracked going. And then even receiving, the Leopards only had 68 yards to the air. Price Stubblefield had 4 catches, 45 yards. And Aguero comes up with 3 catches, 23 yards, and that was the only 7 catches for the night. So the Leopards are going to have to do better offensively tonight. And they're for sure going to have to shore up that run game. You mentioned how Pauls Valley ran on us last week, and that was where we really seemed to kind of struggle being there. And we're going to run into an offense that really relies on the run, and they're going to do that behind a senior running back in Jag Norman, who last year rushed for over 1,000 yards, even coming off of an ACL injury. So that's something. And he did not play against us when we played them last year. So that's something we did not get to see him, but we know the force he is, and he's actually Vipe has him in one of their top 100 rushing backs. So that's going to be the Leopards are going to have to stop the run game tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They've got a few threats on that offense here at Dibble. Jag Norman, you mentioned, Blake Cresswell. Lane Lesser also, I believe, had a pretty big game last week against Minko. So they've got a few weapons in the running game, both with the quarterback and that running back. That quarterback's mobile, and also a deep threat with Lane Lesser. So we're going to have our hands full here, just like we did last week. I'm hoping that we were able to make some adjustments. And,
right.
And in speaking with Coach Hembry this week, and if you watched the coaches show earlier today, he took the responsibility, of course, as a head coach should, for the miscues and the as he put it, he felt like he didn't scheme well against Pauls Valley. So I'm confident that they can make the necessary adjustments. He indicated that he feels like the effort is there from the guys, but I think tonight it could be another pretty good test for us.
Well, first, before I say anything else, I do apologize to Caden Kleeman because I said Cody a while ago.
Oh, you
when
did?
I did, I was just
and I didn't even notice.
So I'm my apologies. I did not mean to do that. But Caden Kleeman is one who came in and picked up the 12 yards there in the end of the game last week. But again, Dibble last week they play Minko, who's number 8, pre-season ranked number 8 in the state in Class A. And it was a ball game. They ended up losing 47-26, but Dibble was driving late in that ball game and ended up with a pick 6 at the end of that game. And so this is a really good Dibble team. I mean, you don't walk in here and go, hey, this is a Class A team. We're a 2A team. We're going to come in here and win a game, because I tell you, Dibble's going to bring it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And just reading over some of the notes from last week against Minko, Dibble was actually ahead let's see. Yeah, I think they were up at half. Came in, scored another touchdown in the third quarter, so they were actually up at a couple of touchdowns at one point. And then the name of the game for the rest of that game was turnovers in favor of Minko. They wound up with 3 interceptions, 2 earlier in the second half, and then 1 at the end to kind of drive the nail in the coffin. But barring those turnovers, you had yourself a pretty tight ball game.
Well, this Dibble team went 5-6 last season. Coach Richard Norman, 5th season as the head coach here in Dibble. He lost in that first round playoffs against Crescent, but again, they're gonna bring it tonight, be ready to play, and of course. The Leopards are going to have to shore up that defensive line and really stop that run game. I like our chances if we force them into throwing. But we didn't do a good job against the run last week, and I think I mentioned Pauls Valley, 430 total offense, 301 of that on the ground. So you give up 300 yards of rushing last week, you're going to have to do something against the rush tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, Dibble's coming off a 5-5 season a year ago, including a 47-6 loss to us. But as we saw last week against Pauls Valley, again, we have some vulnerabilities. We graduated some really good weapons last year that we relied on heavily. And so we've got quite a change in personnel this year. Some younger guys, even some older guys who are coming up that didn't get a lot of playing time. They got in the game, but they weren't necessarily starters. So I mentioned that because we like to go back and compare last year to this year, or even last week to this week. But it's hard to make that comparison with so many different guys on the field. We've got totally different schemes this year. The offense bears some resemblance to what we were doing, particularly with Brody running the football. But like last week, we had the H back in, Priest Williams, or kind of a wing type of formation, which is with a tight end, which is something we haven't seen a whole lot of in the past. So really, we look a lot different. So I think you can throw away whatever happened in this game last year, or last time we played them. It's going to be a kind of a whole new deal.
Whole new deal, yeah. We'll see what the Leopards can do.
Can't speculate a whole lot, I don't think.
Well, again, we are in Dibble, Oklahoma, 7 o'clock kickoff tonight, so we're still about 20 minutes away from kickoff. But we need to take a break and say thank you to our sponsors before we go any further in our First National Bank pregame show from here in Dibble. And, of course, all of our sponsors, big thank you to all of you for being along with us this year on KBLP Live and bringing you Leopard live coverage of Leopard football. And that includes Abiding Home Health, Ellick Florists, American Exchange Bank, B&S Construction, Banner Baptist Church, BC Factoring, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Klingman Incorporated, Crossroads Custom and Classics, Danny Daniels Pest Services, Design It, Elmore City First Baptist Church, the Aaron Springs Baptist Church, Grant and Katie Johnson, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Homer Reinhardt Company, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Hughes Heat and Air, Jake Shortstop, Jess Thornburg with Homestead Company, Junkin with Janet. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Legacy Roofing and Construction, Legends Pub House and Venue, the Lindsay Church of Christ, the Lindsay Family Dentistry, Lindsay First Baptist Church, Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Meat Locker Barbecue, Pass Prevention Coalition, Physical Therapy Central, Red Dirt Waste, Rural Electric Cooperative, Rusty Suspensory, S&H Tank Services, the Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, SOS Electrical, South Central Medical and Resource Center, Streamline Services, Sunshine Bakery in Delhi, Super C, Tabor's Drug, United Methodist Church, Vickers Construction, and Winans Funeral Home. We're going to send it over to JD. We're back with more of the First National Bank pregame show here in Dibble right after this on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Hi, this is Mark Smith, pastor of the Banner Baptist Church. I want to invite you to join our fellowship here at Banner. Our Sunday services begin with Sunday school at 10 a.m. Worship starts at 11 a.m. and the evening service, it's at 5 p.m. Our Wednesday night services begin at 6 p.m. and include adult Bible study, youth, and children's classes. We are located 5 miles north of Lindsay on Highway 76. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Leopards!
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated. Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
Do you have a classic car or truck that needs some attention? Give Andy a call at Crossroads Classic and Customs, 1-405-255-0365. Crossroads Classic and Customs is located at 509 West Cherokee Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma. They do brake work, diagnostics, and much more, specializing in paint and body work. If you want your classic car or truck showroom ready, swing by or call Crossroads Classics and Customs today.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Welcome back to Dibble. Greg Fury alongside Andrew Lyon. Also, J.D. Scruggs over here on the laptop running the live stream. And Kevin Scruggs up on the camera up top in the nice heat and sunshine up on top of the press box. Brianna Miller back at our studios in Lindsay. And, of course, Paige Sutherland, Glenn Shoemake hanging out back home, keeping us in line from Lindsay, Oklahoma. But before we go any further, let's get into these starting lineups, and we'll start out with the lineup for the Lindsay Leopards coming into tonight's matchup, at least is the way that we see it coming up. And we'll start out with the offense, and we'll start out with those skill positions on the offensive side of the ball. And at quarterback will be number 1, Brody Ramming, the senior. Then in the backfield at running back will be number 32, Dutton Taylor, the sophomore. Go out to the wide receivers. Number 2 is Price Stubblefield. He is also a senior alongside senior number 5, Tanner Curry. And the other wide out will be number 23, Manuel Aguero. He is just a sophomore. At the tight end spot will be number 28, Shane Jones. And then we'll move up to those big guys up on the offensive line that are opening up those holes for those guys coming through there. And we'll start right in the middle with the center, Aiden Ramage, number 59. He is a senior. Over on the left side at guard will be number 60, Aaron Rivera. Rivera also a senior. And at tackle on the left side, number 71, Aiden Scruggs. Number 71 is a senior as well. Over on the right side at guard is number 62. We've got a change here. I did not go to so let's go back over. Let me get back to number 77. Is at left guard. Dennis, is it DeGearing? So I should have checked with you before I did this. So I'll take the blame for that. Over on the right side, we were just about to talk about number 62, Levi Smith. He's also a senior. And then out at right tackle will be number 58, Hannibal Hines, and he will be starting over at that right tackle spot. Are there any changes on defense?
There are some changes,
okay.
so let's watch the screen.
We'll
got this updated.
We'll check the monitor for this.
That's actually my fault because I made this list and I didn't give it to you.
So ESPN just went to never mind. Let's start in the backfield for this Leopard defense. And back at the safety positions, number 5 is number 24, Lucky Booth. And number 1, Brody Ramming, will also be back there at a safety spot. Number 2, Price Doublefield, and number 7, Dalton Parker. Those are your 2 cornerbacks back there. And then back into the lineup, I'm glad to see this one. Number 8, Jacob Vaughn will start at an outside linebacker spot. Wyatt April will be the other outside linebacker. And then back in the middle of that linebacking core is number 32, Dutton Taylor. We've got the national anthem coming up. Let's send it back over to JD. We'll talk about the rest of the starters right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
We are back here at the Dibble, and we had the national anthem got interrupted there in the middle of our lineups. Let's go back and finish up that defense for the Lindsay Leopards. And those guys up on the defensive line, I believe, is where we left off. And over on the outside on the end will be Gus Torres. And on one end, the other end is Shane Jones, number 28, Gordon Torres, number 6. And then Priest Williams and Aiden Ramage anchor the inside of that defensive line. Priest Williams, number 34, is a senior as well. So there is your Leopard offense and defense starting for the 9. Of course, the head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Embry. He's assisted by Stephen Merrill, Jacob Offalter, Joe Foster, Tom Inman, Caleb Hall, Braxton Turner, Jackson Stephen, and the student assistant is Ty Ferguson. Leopards 0-1 after their loss to Pauls Valley last week coming into this one. We'll talk a little bit about Dibble. We have not seen him out here running any offense, so I don't have a lot of confidence in that. We know really who the starters are, but I think we can talk about the key guys more than likely. And we'll start at their quarterback, and he's just a sophomore. Started last year as a freshman. Sophomore this year is number 3, Blake Cresswell, and he'll be probably your starting quarterback as we would expect. And, of course, in the backfield, we know probably for sure we'll see number 24, Jag Norman, again, the coach's son, but he is a senior this year at that running back spot, rushed for over 1,000 yards last season. Probably back there as well, we'll see number 5, Ed Perez, the junior. He ran for about 650 yards last year as well. The wideouts, a couple of guys to keep an eye out for. Number 1 is Austin Maddox. He is a junior. He had a big season last season, but really probably their go-to guy is number 21, Lane Lesser. He is the senior, and so we'll probably call his name a lot tonight as well out there at that wide receiver spot. But you got anybody else over there I've missed, Andrew, that we need to point out?
Those were the guys I had listed here. Like you mentioned, Cresswell and Lesser. I believe the final points of the game in the Dibble-Minko game the other night for Dibble was Cresswell to Lane Lesser for a 65-yard touchdown pass. So we know he can move a little bit. And the little running back had 3 rushing touchdowns, I believe, and a receiving touchdown, and I think an interception.
And an interception, too, yep.
And Cresswell, the quarterback, also with an interception, that one late in the game to put the nail in the coffin. So those 3 guys for sure, I think we can it's a pretty safe bet. We're going to see a lot of action out of those guys.
So, again, the head coach for Dibble is Richard Norman. He's assisted by Sammy Sharp, Aubrey Riddle, Austin Link, and James Albertson. And that is your starting lineups for tonight here on KBLP Live, brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay. Let's take another quick timeout. We're still about 5 minutes away from kickoff. We'll send it back over to JD. We'll back with more in the kickoff, the coin toss and the kickoff coming up right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from this city. So call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
We are back here in Dibble in the coin toss about to take place in the middle of the field here. You'll see the captains for Dibble include number 8, Luke Blanchard. Number 51 is Liam Howarth. Number 52 is Hudson Long. And number 24 is Jag Norman. And it looks like Dibble has won the toss. Let's see what the discussion is here. Number 1, Brody Ramming. Number 28, Shane Jones. And let's get the other two out here for the Leopards, captains 59.
I believe we had Levi Smith there and Aiden Ramage.
So
number 59 and 62 there.
Dibble's going to take the ball to start this one off. So they will defend the north end zone. I believe that is correct. No. Yes, that would be the north end zone, I believe. Leopards will be kicking and defending the south end zone here. And the Dibbles will get ready to get underway. Thanks for joining us here on KBLP Live. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. If you're listening to us on FM 105.1, welcome. If you want to check out all the action as well on video, jump over to YouTube, search KBLP Live, like and subscribe. You'll know when we're going to go live with Leopard and Leopardette sports as we get into basketball season as well. So make sure you do that, but we're glad you're along with us here for this broadcast of live coverage of Leopard football. And Andrew, it's a little cooler, a little more breeze. It was almost dead still over at Pauls Valley last week. At least we do have a little bit of breeze, looks like, coming out of the south.
You bet. I actually just got a chill go up my spine. I don't know if it's this beautiful, cool weather or it's almost kickoff time.
Almost kickoff time. I'm going to lean toward kickoff time, if you want my opinion.
I bet it is. Hey, I've been a has-been for a couple of decades now, and I still get pretty amped up for this stuff. And I can still feel those butterflies like I did when I was a teenager.
Running out on the field. Well, speaking of, here come the Lindsay Leopards as they head out onto the field to get this one underway. Again, our crew, Andrew Lyon alongside me. I'm Greg Peary. J.D. Scruggs on the live stream. Kevin Scruggs up top on, we're going to call it the Kevin Cam now. Brianna Miller back at the studios.
Now, I don't know if you could see that on the TV, Greg, but that Demon team just brought out a trident, and I saw the referees down there looking at it, and it is made out of metal, and it is sharp.
It is sharp. But somebody put that somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
I'd be afraid they might skewer a cheerleader running with that thing.
Absolutely. So again, the coin toss won by the Dibble Demons. They will receive the opening kickoff from the Leopards. And Lindsay will be moving from right to left if you're listening to us on your radio dial. We've got a nice view here and a very much reconditioned, a new press box here in Dibble from the last time I was up here in this press box. This is very nice over here now.
Yes, sir.
And actually, they positioned the teams with Dibble on this side and Lindsay on this side, and then Dibble goes to receive on that end. Did I not see it that way?
Yep.
So I guess just roll with it. There you go. Manuel Aguero will tee it up for the Leopards, and back deep is the number 21, Lane Lesser. He is the deep back for the Dibble Demons. We're just about ready to get underway here on week 1. It's actually the second game of the season since we played a week 0 game. But both these teams 0-1 looking for their first win. Let's see which one comes out on top here tonight. Still waiting for the officials to give us the go-ahead. And now Lesser's going to move up to about the 15-yard line, realizing that he doesn't think Aguero can kick it over his head. And we get the go-ahead, and we're just about ready to get underway. It is a short kick headed to the middle field. That is taken by Tucker Skipper, and he will be covered up just as he crosses the 30-yard line and out to about maybe the 33-yard line. So that's where Dibble will take over their first possession.
Looked like that was Kaysen work that brought him down along with a couple others. But Kaysen was the first man to meet Mr. Lesser.
So 1st and 10 Dibble, we will see Jag Norman in there at that tailback spot. Cresswell at the quarterback. They'll go twins left. Tanner Trammell, number 25. Lane Lesser, number 21. And again, a delay here getting started. The Cresswell will work from the pistol. They'll run number 31. That is Rylan Oliver at that slot back. And now he will move to the right-hand side. Cresswell calls for it. Hands it off to Norman in the backfield. He's got room over that right side and gets drugged down from behind, but not till he gets out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Wyatt Aprils scooted out there and was able to bring him down, which I like to see. There was quite a bit of room over there, and he did gash us a little bit, but glad to see he wasn't getting too deep in the backfield.
So they'll start that same formation with the slot left, twins left. This time Norman comes this direction and then runs right into the back of the Leopard defender who did not see he was even there. I think that was Torres that he ran into the back of. No, it was actually Vaughn.
Yeah. Vaughn took a little bit of a shot there against the guy that was across from him and got spun around, and I don't know if he just lost his bearings, but that running back greeted him with a face mask to the back.
Well, it turns into a no gain on the play, so it's 3rd down and 3 from the Dibble 40. They'll move Oliver slot left, and now he'll move back slot right. They've still got Lesser and Trammell split left. Cresswell back to Norman, trap play right up the middle. They'll grab him from behind, and he's going to be about a yard short of a first down.
And that was Gus Torres that time.
So a gain of 2, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1. Let's see if Dibble opts to go for it here. Looks like they will. They will bring in number 6, Miguel Partida Morales. at a wide receiver left along with Trammell. And they go quick count. Norman right up the middle, and he's going to have the first down as he'll get out to the 45-yard line, pick up 3 yards.
It was pretty well defended there, just gave a few inches too much.
So 1st and 10, Dibble, the Demons at their own 45-yard line. Trammell will stay out there along with Partida Morales. They'll be split left. They'll stay tight end left, slot left. This time Norman moves to the left side of Cresswell from the shotgun. And again, back to Norman. Oh, got away from Torres in the backfield, and he gets out to the 49-yard line, picks up about 4 yards.
Looked like it was Shane Jones in on that stop.
Brings down 2nd down and 6 as Lesser checks back into the ball game, and looks like he is actually going to move into the backfield along with Norman. They'll stay slot right with Oliver, and flags fly at the start. Do we get a false start here? No. We'll get a timeout called by Dibble. 9:08 left to go here in the first quarter. We are still scoreless. 2nd down is 6 for Dibble coming up after this timeout. You're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
Come out of the timeout, Dibble Demons facing a 2nd down and 6 from their own 49-yard line. This drive started back at their own 33. This will be the 6th play of the drive. And again, the White Hat really slowing play down here, but now it looks like Norman's almost in position to take a snap here. Cresswell's deep, and now we're going to have another official timeout for something.
Looks like an equipment issue with the right tackle over there.
Gotcha. So we're going to have Lesser and Trammell both lined up wide left. They'll stay with the tight end left. That is Chris Judd. And they'll have Oliver right on his hip, left side as well. Cresswell now moves up, back to pass, looking for the fade down the sideline. He's got his man Lesser, and it's right through his hands. Break there for the Leopards.
Yeah, that is a break because he had a couple of steps on us there, and if it was in the breadbasket, he was likely to be gone. Hopefully we learned a lesson there.
Learned a lesson there, exactly. Well, it brings up now a 3rd down and 6 for the Demons, and now they're going to move Partida Morales. I'm going to just call him Morales. I keep from trying to mess his name up. Morales is going to be split right along with Lesser. Norman's still the lone setback. Tied in. First down as he'll cross the Leopard 45 down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Dalton Parker and Dutton Taylor combined on that tackle there, but not before he got a first down.
7 more yards there for Jag Norman. First down at Dibble there in Leopard territory at the 44-yard line. Quickly here, Cresswell, the quick throw out there. And I don't know if he dropped it or did he bounce off of his defender.
Well,
he threw it.
It looked like it just popped out of his hand.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it popped out or he actually had his tight end or his slot back, Rylan Oliver, right there in front of him. I thought it might have hit him, but they're going to call on an incomplete pass either way. And 2nd down and 10.
I could be wrong, but it sure looked like when he brought the ball back, it just popped out.
Of his hands.
Yeah.
Maybe arm moving forward, I guess they've called it an incomplete pass either way. Now they'll flip it to Lesser, moving from left to right, looking for the edge, and he's got it. He's got room, and he'll get run out of bounds. Bryce Stubblefield over there will run him out of bounds, but not till he gets a first down, I think. No, he'll be about a yard short. He'll be at the Leopard 35, looks like. Actually, 36-yard line. He'll pick up 8. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2.
Looks like Dutton has to go off the field. Might have lost a glove or something. So we bring it in his 50, you say? Caven Hunter is what I have on my list. Yeah.
Caveman Hunter.
All right.
Cresswell from
Glad
the
to see
pistol.
him in.
Hand off to Norman. Starts up the middle,
There
and
we
it's
go.
stuffed. Big Aiden Ramage.
Aiden Ramage.
Gus Torres there to help, but they absolutely nowhere to go that time for Jag Norman. No gain on the play, and that'll go down to a 4th down now and 2.
And that's what we need to be doing there, Greg. If we can body up on them up front and not just give them the edge easily, we'll be all right.
4th down and 2, they'll go for it. They've got a full house backfield, and they're going to snap it right directly to Jag Norman. He's going to go right up the middle, and he will easily have the 1st down all the way to the Leopard 31. Pick up 5 on a 4th and 2.
Well, I don't think there was any question what they were going to try to do on that one.
And we've got another official timeout here for something. They're going to make Norman come off the field. And that will bring in number 11 for the Demons. That is Tucker Skipper, the sophomore. Morales will be split left along with number 7, Reese Merrick now. Again, at wide receiver left. Oliver stays in the slot left. Now he'll move slot right. Cresswell from the pistol. And they'll hand it off back there to Skipper, and he'll be tracked down in the backfield. There is Jacob Vaughn on the stop.
Yeah, nice play there by Jacob. He came in relatively untouched and did a really good job getting a hat on him and hanging on to him, which is something we didn't do a lot of last week, Greg. So,
yeah, agreed.
You got to wrap up.
Skipper loses a yard, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down 11 at the Leopard 32 for the Demons. We've still got 7:28 left to go here in the first quarter, scoreless game. Again, Twins left. Cresswell. Hand off to Norman in the backfield. Starts up the middle, breaks it outside to the right. Stiff arm, gets him all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Stubblefield ended up getting him down. I don't think the play was designed to go that direction. The defensive front there was in the way, so he had to bounce out. Unfortunately, we didn't get that edge sealed off.
Pick up close to 7 yards there. Pick up, call it a 3rd down and 4 now. Big 3rd down play here for this Leopard defense. Of course, Dibble's figuring 2 downs here to get this 4 yards, but really need to come up with a stop here for this Leopard defense. This time Lesser will move into the backfield along with Norman. Tied in and slot move from right to left. Cresswell takes it. Norman coming from right to left. Gets a hole at the middle. Tripped up. Brody Ramming got a glove out there just enough to trip him, but he still ends up with enough to make it a 4th and a little more manageable with 4th and 1.
Yeah, Brody just got a little bit of a hand on him there. He was in decent position, but he had his hands occupied to the very last second.
And again, direct snap to Norman, gets around to the edge, and he'll get across the 20. That's a good open field tackle out there from Brody Ramming, but again, that's too much head of steam there from Norman, and he'll get the 1st down at the Leopard 19-yard line. And that was the 11th carry of the game already for Jag Norman. He'll check out for this down as they'll bring Tucker Skipper, number 11, back into the backfield. Lesor and Trammell are split left. They'll come out to Lesor, and it goes right through his hands, incomplete. Stops the clock with 5:44 left here in the first. And it'll make it to 2nd down and 10. Again, they're at the Leopard 19-yard line. Skipper will stay in the backfield. Lesser on the inside. Trammell wide left. Cresswell fakes it, rolls to his right. Rolls, getting tracked, and he'll be sacked. Great hustle back there. Wyatt April on the sack. That goes all the way back. See where they actually spot it. And they'll put it back at the 24-yard line. That's a 5-yard loss, which makes it now 3rd down and 15.
Very good job. I was very happy to see Wyatt April in the lineup this week. I was a little surprised last week he wasn't a starter. But as I recall, he got a lot of tackles for loss last year.
Yes.
He's real quick getting off the ball. He just squirts in there, and he'll chase you around pretty quick.
Twins left. Empty backfield. Cresswell's back to pass. He's looking for the fade in the end zone. Oh, off the fingertips of Morales. And again, he had kind of got behind the defense there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down now and 15 for Dibble, and they're at the Leopard 24-yard line. That was this will be the 19th play of this drive, and they've taken off, 7 minutes of the clock already, 4:51 left. They'll have a wide receiver right. Go for it here as they still have a skipper in the backfield. Cresswell looking for the pass fade, going the other way this time, and tipped to knock down, and the Leopard defense comes up with the turnover on downs.
Yeah, we had 2 Leopards there. Manuel Aguero came up front, jumped up and got a hand on it, but I thought the receiver was actually still going to come up with it for just a second.
It looked a little scary there for a minute.
Yeah, so pretty well defended. It would have been a lucky catch if he'd have got it. I think the defense there was doing just fine.
I agree. I really thought Stubblefield had a good chance to pick that one off.
Yeah, you bet. Well, he did the right thing. He kept the receiver in front of him there. So it allowed Aguero to come over and take the front side. Whenever you're defending plays like that, sometimes you want to be a hero, get in front, get your interception, but that leaves him back there if you don't get it, right?
So Leopard defense starts with trips right, Dutton Taylor to the right of Brody Ramming as he'll work from the shotgun. And again, the White Hat not getting in any hurry about getting things started here.
He's sure not.
He likes to talk. So Ramming will take it. 1st and 10 Leopards, they're on 24. The first series for this Leopard offense. See if we can get on track here. And Ramming will keep himself over that right side. He's got room. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, and it stumbles as he crosses midfield. Man. Or he'd have had that one maybe a lot deeper in Demon territory, but what a huge run from Brody Ramming for the first play of scrimmage for this Leopard offense as he gets all the way down to the Dibble 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good run. He he was off to the races there, just couldn't keep his feet under him.
That's a 29-yard run right there from Brody Ramming. Ramming again. This time Dutton Taylor right up the middle runs smack into big number of 50 for Dibble. That is Chris Judd, who anchors that defensive line, and he hit Dutton Taylor right in the hole, and in fact he's going to lose about 3 yards back to midfield. This is going to bring up a 2nd down and 13. Aguero will go left with Stubblefield. Parker Dodson is going to be split right. Taylor to the left of Ramming as he works from the shotgun. 2nd down, 13 at midfield for the Leopards. Ramming rolls to his left, looking to pass. Got a man open. Stubblefield out there, and he makes the catch, but had to dive to do it. He got yardage all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard reception for Price Stubblefield. It's bring up a 3rd down and 7, though.
Yeah, and he was over there all by himself. I feel like if he was able to catch that on the run, he could have turned that into a few more yards. Was just about to run out of field over there.
Yeah.
I think he could have turned it up for 3 or 4 possibly.
Again, Twins right, single receiver left, Ramming from the pistol. Taylor to his left, behind him. Play clock down to 10, still has time here. Aguero is the long receiver left. Back to pass over the middle. Got it! There's Aguero! And he will take it to the house. Manuel Aguero on a 44-yard touchdown reception from Brody Ramming.
Very, very nice play right there. Brody finally able to hit one right in the bread basket on the run. Maybe that's an indication he's getting tuned up finally.
Finally getting that in there.
Had a little trouble last week, hitting his receivers in stride, but we know he can do it. We've watched him do it for 2 years. So
Absolutely.
I like to see it.
Of course, the Leopards will go for 2 here. So Leopards take the opening possession, and they score in 4 plays. 44-yard touchdown pass, Brody Ramming to Manuel Aguero, the scoring play. 76-yard drive. That's pretty good. 76 yards in 44 plays.
You bet.
And again, they don't get, I don't know if they're trying to slow the pace of the game because of the heat, but
yeah,
they'll load up
not sure.
right-hand side of the line. Ramming will go that way, right up the middle, spin move, and he's into the end zone. 2-point conversion for Ramming is good. And with 2:46 left to go in the first quarter, the Leopard offense gets them on the board. They lead 8-0. Over to JD, some words from our sponsors. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
We are back here in Dibble. We're going to cue up a replay of that touchdown pass from Brody Ramming to Manuel Aguero. Backs up. Aguero on the deep slant right over the middle and got just behind his defender. Perfect throw right into the breadbasket. Aguero does the rest, takes it to the end zone. 44 yards later, the Leopards lead 8-0 with 2:46 left to go here in the first.
Good execution there.
Big time.
All the way around. Couldn't have drawn it up better myself, Greg.
Well, I'm glad to know that you at least recognize how skillful you would be at doing that. You know, I didn't realize. I mean, I better stop before I get in trouble.
Yeah,
Lane Lesser is back deep for the Demons. Manuel Aguero has it teed up for the Leopards. And Aguero, a short knuckleball right down the middle of the field. That is taken by Oliver. And he's got to the edge. Big rumbling back. And he'll take it all the way back to Leopard territory. They'll mark him out at the 42-yard line. That short kick can hurt you if you don't get down and get it covered. And they're going to put him at the 43 of Lindsay. So Demons will start on the Leopard side of the 50 for their second possession with 2:38 left to go here in the first.
And if you're going to kick it short, don't kick it to the fullback. Yeah. Those guys are pretty big most of the time. They know how to carry a football, and they know how to put a hat on somebody.
That's right. Cresswell from the shotgun has Norman to his left, Twins left. Norman looking for a hold to his right, steps up in there, and then he gets dropped just as he gets to the line of scrimmage. And I believe that was Priest Williams on the stop.
It looked like Ryan Horton, actually.
Ryan Horton,
yeah.
okay.
I didn't actually notice he was in. He didn't start, and I better get him wrote into my stat sheet.
Your stat sheet there. Norman, no gain on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 10. They're still at the Lindsay 43-yard line. They'll have a wide receiver to the far right. Twins left. Norman the lone setback. Cresswell from the shotgun. Norman again looking for a hole, and he'll get across the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play, but it's going to bring up a long 3rd down and 6 for the Demons.
Looked like Taylor and Torres combining on that tackle.
Reese Merrick is the wide receiver far right for the Demons. Trammell and Lesser are split to this side. And they'll mark him at the 40. So actually back a yard from where they originally had it. So it's going to bring up more like a 3rd down and 7 now. Third down, 7 yards to go.
Got trips left this time.
Trips left. Give it to Norman, looking for and he stumbles. I think Vaughn may have got just enough of him there. Jones was there as well, but.
Yeah, I think that was mostly just his feet on that one.
That's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 now. He got about a yard on it after he fell to the 39, but 4th down and 6 now. Another opportunity for the Leopards to get the ball and get the offense back out on the field. Yeah. Trips left. Cresswell from the shotgun has Norman to his right. They'll give it to Norman. Looks for a hole, cuts through, and they'll wrap him up, stop him about 2 yards short. He'll get to the 35. So picks up 4 on that, but it's 2 yards short. The Leopards get another turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was a good play by Manuel Aguero coming in there and putting a hat on him.
1:04 left to go here in the first quarter. The Leopard offense back out on the field. They'll take over at their own 35-yard line, and we're getting word that power is off in Lindsay. So if you've got friends that may have been trying to listen to us on the radio on FM 105.1, let them know that we may be off the air because power is off at the station. So grab your phone, grab your tablet, log on your computer, go to YouTube and look up KBLP Live. You can watch it and listen to it there. Ramming brings the offense back out onto the field, and they'll go trips left. And, well, there was confusion here, and the Leopards ended up getting flagged on this because Curry was not sure if he was supposed to be on the field or not. He came on, he went off, he came back on, and because of that, I think the Leopards are going to get an illegal substitution penalty out of this, and so they're going to back them up to the 30-yard line. First penalty of the game.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of substituting. A lot of guys in the game right now that we didn't announce as a starter. So, coach trying to mix it up, get some guys in the game.
Curry will split right this time. 2 receivers left. Dutton to the right of Ramming. He'll work from the shotgun. 1st and 15 from their own 30. Give it to Dutton going left. He's trying to get to that edge. Stiff arm gets him there. Look out, he's got to the 40 and then finally drugged down from behind at the 45, maybe the 46, and a first down. That's a huge run there, 16 yards from Dutton Taylor.
I think that was Rylan Oliver out there on that tackle. But Newt Skipper had Dutton dead in his sights over there on the left side, and Dutton bumped him and just went right on by. So a good, strong run there from Dutton.
So trips right this time for the Leopards. Curry will be out here along with Ryan Horton and Parker Dodson. Dutton to the left of Ramming from the shotgun. 1st and 10, Leopards their own 46. Ramming fakes the pitch, takes it himself right up the middle, gets to the outside, the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, and finally drugged down as he gets close to the 25-yard line in Dibble territory. Another huge run for Brody Ramming.
Yeah, very nice play there. Hudson Long finally able to track him down, but not before he gashed him for a big one.
That is a 29-yard run. That's his second 29-yard run of the night. 1st and 10 Leopards. They are at the Dibble 25-yard line. This is the 4th play of this drive. They scored in 4 plays the last time. Now they'll bring Jones in the backfield. He'll be to the left of Ramming and Dutton Taylor behind him. And we have whistles. And we have a flag or just a timeout? I think we have a timeout called. And the Leopards will call this one. We've got, actually, it's the end of the quarter. That's why they called that. It's the end of the first quarter. The Lindsay Leopards with an 8-0 lead, and they've got a 1st and 10 at the Dibble 25. We'll come back after this timeout. Live coverage of Leopard football is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
We're back to start the second quarter, 8-0 Leopards, and they're on the drive again. They're at the Dibble 25-yard line, 1st and 10 Lindsay. And they will split Parker Dodson wide right. Aguero is wide left, and I can't see who the other Leopard is that's on the far outside over there. I'll get his number here momentarily. But Shane Jones is going to line up in the backfield along with Dutton Taylor.
I love it.
I do. I tell you what, either one of those guys get the ball. Price Stubblefield's the other receiver wide right there. And again,
I was just about to comment on something we haven't seen this year. In fact, we hadn't seen much last year either, actually. A two-back set here.
Ramming. Calls for it. Gives it to Jones right up the middle. He's hit. He's still digging, and unfortunately he will not get anything out of that one.
No, nothing there. I know the big boy wanted a little more than that on his first carry, but hey, I just like to see one of the big boys getting a pigskin.
Yep. So second down 10 for the Leopards. Aguero will go right along with Stubblefield and Dodson. Jones will now move back to the tight end spot on the left side of the line. Taylor to the left of Ramming. Second down 10. Ramming hands it off to Dutton. He's being chased. Can he get to the edge? No. We're going to have a flag thrown back in the backfield right in front where I think it could be a possible hold here maybe.
Must be a hold
or a block
there.
in the back one as Taylor was trying to get to that edge. We'll see what the call is here. Dutton Taylor did a great job of getting what he got over there on that far side because I didn't think he was ever going to get to the edge. And he did pick up good yardage, but I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Yeah, and it happened right there in front of the ref.
Yep. Because he had made it all the way down to the 16-yard line. But I didn't see exactly what the call was, but they moved the ball back to the 35. I'm going to assume it was a hold and a 10-yard penalty, and that moved it back to the 35.
There it is, finally. He gave the signal.
There you go.
He was just taking his time.
Taking his time. That's what he's done so far tonight. So it's second down and 20 now for the Leopards. Back at the 35-yard line. Twins left. Aguero, the lone receiver right. Ramming back to pass, rolling to his right. And throws in the direction of Aguero, and that one just a little strong. And Aguero off of his fingertips.
Yeah, just a little bit too tall. Looked like Dayton Comstock was applying a little bit of pressure there and was in Brody's face. I think that caused him to pitch it just a little high.
So that's going to bring up a third down and 20 now. The Leopards at the Dibble 35-yard line. And that will bring in number 4, Caden Klingman, the junior, at running back. Aguero stays split right. Dodson, Stubblefield are split left. Ramming from the shotgun. Third down and 20. Back to pass. They're going to set up the screen. No, he's going to step through it. And now he's looking for Stubblefield and just overthrew him.
My goodness.
Had him just too high, and that incompletion will bring up a fourth down and 20. Now, I'm not so sure there wasn't enough room once Ramming got through that initial wave. I'm not sure he couldn't run for a first down maybe. Yeah. But, again, he had Stubblefield just a little tall on the pass. And so
no reason not to throw that ball. He was open.
So Leopards will be forced to punt here. Of course, Ramming is the punter as well. Dibble will send number 11. That is Tucker Skipper back deep. He'll be standing inside his own 10-yard line. Ramming stands back at the 45 to punt this one away. Bad snap. And he will get it off. And not a bad punt. See if the Leopards can pin it deep here. Get it inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, maybe even the 8. And I think I'll put it at the 9.
Wow,
that's a great job after having to rush around for that one.
Yeah, that's a fortunate kick there. Hats off to him for being able to get it off for one and then pin them deep.
So 1st and 10, Dibble, their own 9-yard line. The Leopards having to punt there. We've got 10:49 left to go in the first half. Lindsay leads 8-0. Here at Dibble. And they're sending both teams to the sideline for apparently maybe a water break. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll send it over to JD. We'll come back with more after this. Live coverage of Leopard football is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
So back out of the timeout, the Dibble Demons take over 1st and 10, their own 9-yard line after the Leopards go 8 plays, but can't get it in the end zone that trip. They'll go slot right. They'll bring Lesser in motion, and he's caught in the backfield and dropped for the loss. Jacob Vaughn, I believe.
Yeah, Jacob and Wyatt April combining on that one.
Tried
I'm not
to do
sure
that
who to give the most credit to there. They were both there.
Both of them there. Tried to get that jet sweep from left to right with Lesser, and it didn't go anywhere. In fact, they lose back to the 5-yard line. Yeah. So loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 14 now. And try to go back up the middle with Jag Norman. Priest Williams on the stop, and he got, looks like maybe a couple of yards out to the 7-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Norman stays in the backfield. They'll go twins right with Morales and Trammell. Luke Blanchard is lined up tight end left. Again, they'll look for Norman trying to find a hole, and he'll be wrapped up, dropped at the 5. And I believe that was Shane Jones.
Yes, sir.
So now this is a similar situation that we had Pauls Valley in, deep in their own territory, looking to punt the ball from their own end zone, as they're going to be at the 6-yard line with a 4th down and 13. And that will send Tucker Skipper back to the back of his own end zone. Leopards blocked a punt, caught it in the air for a touchdown. Shane Jones did over at Pauls Valley. And Stubblefield nearly got him another one.
He might have got a finger on it.
And it takes a huge Dibble bounce, but this is going to fall at the Leopard the Dibble 44-yard line. So the Leopards flip the field and get the ball back at the Dibble 44-yard line to start their 3rd drive of the game with 8:52 left to go here in the first half. They still lead 8-0.
Yeah, sure looked like Stubblefield may have got a little bit of a finger on it. That ball came off the foot kind of like a knuckleball. Still got quite a bit of distance out of it, but it does put us on the correct side of the 50 here.
Dutton Taylor stays in at running back. Aguero and Stubblefield are split right. Dodson split left. Jones lines up in the slot left. And ramming from the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Dibble 44. Calls for it. Fakes the handoff to Taylor. Rolls to his right. Flips it out to Jones. And Jones picks up good yardage down to the 41. About 3 on the play there. But I like it when we can get Shane in that tight end spot involved in the offense.
Absolutely. He came up with some really big timely plays last year, and I'm happy to see him getting in the mix, even running the ball a little bit.
Yep.
So, and that was Newt Skipper there on the tackle, finally bringing him down.
Stubblefield, Dodson split left, Aguero right. Dutton Taylor still the lone running back. They'll bring Stubblefield in motion from left to right. Fake the pitch back to Taylor. Ramming keeps it himself. Digging at the 40, and they still don't have him down yet. And they'll finally mark his progress maybe just across the 40. And let's see here if they give him the 39. They haven't spotted it yet. And no, we'll still call it the 40. Just a pickup of a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Stubblefield will move left along with Dodson. Clock runs with 8:09 left to go here in the first half. Leopards up 8-0. Ramming from the shotgun. Go for the hard count. Some flinch, but almost got him across. And now timeout call by the Lindsay Leopards. That'll be their 2nd timeout of the half. 7:54 left to go in the first half. 8-0 Leopards, and they're facing a 3rd down and 6 when we come back after this timeout. Live coverage of Leopard football is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Back here in Dibble, 3rd down and 6 Leopards. They are at the Dibble 40-yard line. Dodson and Stubblefield will be split left. Aguero is split right. Jones lines up wing left. Ramming from the pistol. The quick drop, got it to Aguero. Can he make the move? He does! Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 25-yard line, maybe inside the 25. But what a nice move from Aguero to break that first tackle.
Absolutely. Newt Skipper had him over there. I believe it was Newt on the far side of the field. Kind of hard to see. But Aguero able to kind of shimmy out of that and grab a few more yards after catch.
Got 16 on the play. 1st and 10 Leopards at the 24 of Dibble now. Priest Williams checks into the game for the Leopards on offense. He'll line up at the wing left. Jones moves up to the tight end left. Taylor the lone setback. Ramming 1st and 10 Leopards. Give it to Taylor. Cuts up inside. Runs over a tackler. Puts his head down and gets to the 20-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play, and Taylor does lose a helmet on that play.
Nice little run there. I'm happy to see him ducking his head and plowing over some folks.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 at the Dibble 20 now as number 8, Jacob Vaughn, back in at running back. We know what kind of a bruising runner he is and very deceptive speed. Aguero split left, Stubblefield split right. We'll go 2 tight ends now. Jones right and Priest Williams left. They'll bring Aguero in motion left to right, flip it to him. He can't get around the edge. Oh, he breaks tackles, and he gets to the 25 and loses 5. Nowhere for him to go after he took that pitch.
No, nowhere to go. He's lucky he got what he did there.
A 5-yard loss on the play makes it now 3rd down and 11. Stubblefield right, Aguero left. They're going to stay with the 2 tight end look with Williams and Jones. Vaughn stays in the backfield with Ramming. 3rd and 11. The ball at the Dibble 25-yard line. Ramming rolls to his left, looks to pass, still looking, and he just had to eat it. Nobody open and nowhere to go with it. He dropped for a 5-yard loss, and that's going to bring up now a 4th down and 16. And it looks like the Leopards may try to punt here and pin the Dibble deep one more time. 5:29 left here in the first half. Lindsay scored on their first possession, went 76 yards in 4 plays to score, and since then it's been punt, punt, punt. So Ramming stands at the Dibble 40 to punt this one away. It's a bad snap, but they don't get a rush at all, and this time he got too much boot on that one. It'll go in the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, as Brody was rolling out there, I really don't think that he saw number 32, Wyatt Malchaski, coming at him until just the last minute, or he might have tried to just turn on the speed and get out of that. But it's a little hard when you're rolling left and somebody is following you around there. You got to turn all the way around to see him.
So 1st and 10 Dibble, their own 20 with 4:55 left to go in the half. And they will send Lesser wide left along with Reese Merrick, number 7. Norman is the lone setback. He'll be to the left of Cresswell. And Oliver will be a wing right. Cresswell looks to pass, throws the slant just over the outstretched arms of number 25, Tanner Trammell. That'll fall incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Very nice coverage there by Bryce Stubblefield. He was matching him step for step, and he laid that hit right in time.
So they'll stay twins left with Merrick and Lesser. Norman stays in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped with 4:51 left to go in the first half. Cresswell from the pistol this time calls for it. Norman looking for a hole right up the middle, and he runs right into Dutton Taylor. And he'll have maybe a yard, depends on where they spot it.
Yeah, nice stick there by Dutton Taylor blowing that up.
And they will give him the 21-yard line, bring up a 3rd down and 9. That was the 18th carry of the game already for Jag Norman. Twins left, single receiver right is Trammell. Cresswell from the pistol. Fakes the handoff, rolls Horton on his tail, and he's just going to have to dump it to get rid of it. Great job from Horton out there. The incomplete pass will bring up a 4th down and 9 for the Demons, and they'll have to punt it again. And with 4:14 left to go here, that's plenty of time for this Leopard offense to put another one in before they head to the locker room. And again, the Leopards should get the ball to start the second half. So they will put Tucker Skipper back to punt this one away. Aguero back deep for the Leopards, stands just inside his own 45. Not a great snap, but nice high punt. Aguero takes it, and I thought he fair caught that, but he didn't. Lucky to hang on to it, and he'll get to the Dibble side of the 50, though, to the 46-yard line. Nice job back there for Aguero.
It was a nice job. That's I always admire these punt returners, man. It's a brave thing to do, to be looking at the sky and go ahead and catch that ball when you've got 2 or 3 guys barreling at you. And those guys might have had an opportunity to get to full speed by the time
maybe a good chance of that. So 4:01 left here in the second quarter. Leopards lead 8-0. They've got the ball at the Dibble 46-yard line. It looks like we may have another water break here. So let's go over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Boris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Back out of the timeout. Lindsay Leopards with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Dibble 46-yard line. Leopards started their first drive at their own 24. The next one was at their own 35, but they started at the Dibble 44 their last time and the Dibble 46 this time. And again, the officials making sure to take time to give these guys chances to get water because it is hot and muggy. Leopards hurry up to the line. Dibble's going to have to get set. Trips left. Ramming has Dutton Taylor in the backfield. We're ready to go back. 1st and 10 Leopards. High snap. Ramming fakes it, gets the block from Stubblefield, cuts it upfield. Next another move. He's broken it to 45. Oh, and now we get a late flag in from the back judge. We got another one on the far side of the field over there. And let's see. We may have a couple of calls here, but that was a nice job from Ramming. Boy, he stopped and shifted.
He did. He made a couple of nice cuts there.
Ramming doesn't look like he likes the call at all. He's backing up already. Again, he had a good job getting down to the 40-yard line. He picked up about 6 yards. But we are going to assess a couple of flags here, and they're going to mark it off against the Leopards.
Well, let us know.
Yeah.
We're
going to be blocking it back, looks like.
We're
going to replay the down.
Oh.
He had a personal foul called on. So they're going to just say that's offsetting penalties, and we're going to replay the down.
Okay.
So 1st and 10, Leopards.
Fortunate
the Dibble 46, absolutely.
I worry about those blocks in the back whenever the running back makes cuts like that and changes direction. As a lineman, you're blocking somebody one way, and then all of a sudden your back's running the other way. And sometimes hard to get yourself in position to not block him in the back.
Stubblefield, motion. Dutton Taylor right up the middle, puts his head down, gets across the 45 to the 44. And picks up a couple of yards, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
And Big Hudson Long was happy to meet Dutton there. Nice play, nice hit.
Dodson and Stubblefield will split left this time. Aguero splits right. Jones wing left. Ramming from the pistol. Again, they go the long count, but nobody jumps.
Mike linebacker showing blitz.
They are way up in there.
Sam steps up too.
Now they back out. Ramming's going to keep it himself around the right side. He's got a lead blocker out there in Taylor. He's got the edge. He's at the 40, the 35, and across. Gets down to near the 32-yard line. A 1st down and a nice run out there from Ramming and good blocking out front.
Ramming has come alive here.
And they'll mark it at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 for Brody Ramming and a 1st down for the Leopards. Clock runs, 2:50 left to go here in the first half. Plenty of time. Aguero splits right. Stubblefield and Dodson are split left. Taylor in the backfield. High snap. Give it to Taylor right up the middle. Makes a cut to the right. He's got the edge. And drop down right at the 1st down marker, right at the 21. I think he'll have it. Yes, they'll mark it for him.
Another nice play, another long run by Dutton.
1st and 10 Leopards off an 11-yard run from Taylor.
Well, I tell you what, you give these boys a little seam, and they're off to the races. Unlike last week, we'd open up these holes, and the linebackers step in and blow it up.
Blow it up.
We're getting that guy sealed off and getting them a nice angle, and they are gone.
Taylor will move to the left of Ramming. First and 10, Dibble 21-yard line. Ramming keeps it. All right, side. He's got all kinds of room. Makes a move to the edge. Touchdown. Brody Ramming, 21 yards out.
There you go. Same thing.
Yep.
Nice hole up front. Second level sealed off. Able to make one little move there, and there really wasn't much else needed. Just take it on to the house.
Ramming is approaching 100 yards in this game rushing, and we're not even at halftime yet. He's got 29 and 29 is 58, 59. That one made him 80, 92, and then a 5-yard loss. So 87 yards rushing for Ramming so far, and he's going to try to put a 2-point conversion here. Oh, they'll just sneak it in to Stubblefield. He gets in for the 2-point conversion. Everybody expected Ramming to keep it, and he just kind of stuck it in the breadbasket of Stubblefield, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion.
Yes, sir. I believe we saw that very same play over at Atoka for the first time last year.
Let's keep it here for this timeout as the Leopards take a 16-0 lead here in the ball game. We've just got 2:01 left to go before halftime. We got some big matchups going on tonight in week 1. Second week of the season, but Blanchard is hosting Noble tonight. Pauls Valley is on the road at Davis. Washington on the road at Sulphur. Elmore City Purnell is down at Allen. Wayne hosting Kanawha. Ellick is hosting Tipton tonight. Maysville is hosting Mountain View Godibo, and Atoka. I put this one on here because that is the Leopard opponent for next week. Atoka is on the road at Ringling, and so we'll keep up with those games. We'll kind of check some scores for you and get some of those area scores in for you here coming up at halftime. Let's do a replay from.
Look here.
Here he is Ramming right up the middle, breaks it to the right there, and then he goes across. There is nobody there when he makes that cut right around the block of Manuel Aguero and takes it to the house. Nice run there, and that
Absolutely love to see some blocking out there by Aguero.
Absolutely.
Man, that makes such a difference if those guys will body up. And, sometimes the wide receivers are a little leery of hitting people. You didn't hear that from me?
Yeah.
But not this time. Aguero,
not this time.
Aguero, nice effort there.
Aguero. And actually, this is not Aguero. That is Parker Dodson has it teed up for the Leopards.
Sure is.
And with a little deeper, knuckleball, and it is going to be taken by Skipper, and he'll be wrapped up by Ryan Horton. Just as he crosses the 30-yard line. So Dibble with 1:53 left before halftime will try to get something offensively going here. They trail 16-0 here. But they'll have it 1st and 10. Looks like they're on, 32-yard line?
Love to see a stop here going to the locker room.
And again, Leopards should get the ball to start the third quarter, so all the momentum going your way if you can. They'll send Trammell wide left. Lesser will be split left along with Merrick.
And we might have okay, here comes Aguero. I thought we were going to have a mismatch out here on these twin receivers.
Norman goes in motion. They'll flip it out to him out here in the flat. Jacob Vaughn there makes him slow down, and he'll get some help there from Taylor, Aguero, Stubblefield, looks like. But that's a good gain out to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up about 6 on the reception.
Yep, they just had us a little bit outnumbered on that side over there. Not a lot you can do. You've got your two defenders here on those wideouts.
Norman on the run this time, makes a good move, but Dutton Taylor right there to clean it up.
Nice solo tackle. Dutton's really being physical tonight. I love to see it.
I agree.
And that's just what you want out of your Mike linebackers. So doing his job.
No gain on the play is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Dibble Demons at their own 38-yard line. Exactly a minute left as we just go under a minute now left to go here in the first half. Lesor will be split left along with Trammell. Merrick is split right. Norman the lone setback. Cresswell from the shotgun. Back to pass. They'll try the flat pass again to Norman, and he's surrounded. He gets away from it, and he'll get 1st down yardage Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Picks up 8 on the reception. So first and 10 now for Dibble, and they'll call a timeout with 39 seconds left here in the first half. So let's take a quick timeout with them. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football, brought to you by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Something.
Coming out of the timeout, 39 seconds left in the half. Dibble first and 10, their own 46. And hearing word, I think Lindsay's still out of power, at least where the station is. So if you're trying to listen to us on the radio, that's why you're not picking this up. But tell everybody to go grab your tablet, your phone, your laptop, computer, and go out to YouTube. Look up KBLP Live. You can watch and listen there. Merrick and Lesser are split right. Trammell is split left. First and 10, Dibble. 39 seconds left. Norman in motion. This time they'll throw the deep slant. Looks like Stubblefield's got the pick. And there is the first turnover of the game, and that is a $79 donation from the First National Bank in the name of Price Stubblefield, who just came up with that interception at the Leopard 25-yard line.
Love to see a turnover here late in the first half, and this is just the very thing that got them in a bind last week against Minko.
Here now we do have power back on at Lindsay, so those wanting to hear us on FM 105.1, it should be working again. Leopards come out with 32 seconds left. I figure we may see one play here and go to the locker room. They'll go twins right. Aguero, the lone receiver, left. Ramming works from the pistol with Dutton behind him. And they'll hand it to Dutton, looking for a hole. Breaks it outside to the right. Gets across the almost the 30-yard line. And that gets us down to 22nd. The Leopards look like they're going to call a timeout here. Maybe go for one more here. See exactly where they spot the ball here, since it's on the far side of the field. And they will put him, looks like, just shy of the 30 at the 29. So that'll be a pickup of 4 for Dutton Taylor.
Yeah, I think he made something out of nothing on that play. It looked like it was designed to be right off tackle there. And it was a little bit jammed up, so he bounced it out and dug for a couple.
Got 4 on a nothing play maybe. So second down and 6 coming up for the Leopards after they come out of this timeout. Again, stick around with us at halftime. Andrew and I will have our officially unofficial stats from the first half. We'll track down some of our area teams and the scores that their games coming up tonight as well. So make sure you stick around with us here at halftime. We have a weather report coming in from our weatherman up on top of the press box. Kevin says the wind is blowing straight out of the east. Now, I always heard if the wind's out of the east, the fish bite the least. So does that mean, I don't know if that has anything to do with football, but
that's right.
It's a good thing we're not fishing. Exactly. Trips left, and Shane Jones is split wide right. Taylor the lone setback. Stubblefield, Aguero, and I think that is Dotson are split left. Ramming from the shotgun, and they'll go the hard count and movements, but they don't throw a flag. Second down and 6 Leopards. Ramming. They're going to throw the wide receiver screen for Stubblefield. He's got blockers, gets between them. He's through the 45, the 50, and pushed out of bounds. Stops the clock with 10 seconds left. Nice play for Stubblefield to get down to the Dibble 48-yard line.
Yeah, Dibble's lucky Tucker Skipper was able to get a couple of hands on him, just nudge Price out of bounds. He was the last man to beat.
And we may have a flag. Yeah, I can't. The white hat must be blocking it. I can't see it, but oh, coach is blocking it. Yeah. So the Leopards get called. I think he signaled, but I was looking for the flag. I didn't see.
He called a hold. Yeah.
So back to the 28-yard line. So that's going to bring up, let's call it 2nd and 7 now. That'll wipe off that 24-yard reception for Price Stubblefield. 10 seconds left here. And looks like we may go victory formation here. And then the Ramming will just take a knee. And he does. So that'll be the final play of the first half. The Lindsay Leopards will head to the locker room with a 16-0 lead over the Dibble Demons. And we'll send it back over to JD. We've got some words from our fine sponsors of Leopard football. We'll be back with our officially unofficial stats and more on your First National Bank halftime show right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you ready to be part of a community dedicated to creating a drug-free environment? Look no further than the Pass Drug-Free Coalition.
Hey, have you heard about PASS? It's a coalition that brings together individuals, families, schools, businesses, and community organizations all working towards one goal, a drug-free community.
That's right. The PASS Drug-Free Coalition is committed to preventing substance abuse and promoting healthy alternatives. We believe that together we can make a positive impact on the lives of our community members.
By joining PASS, you'll have access to valuable resources and support to help you create a safer and healthier community. From educational programs to awareness campaigns, we're empowering everyone to take action.
And it's not just about prevention. PASS also provides support for those who are recovering from substance abuse, connecting them with the necessary resources and assistance they need to get back on track.
So, how can you get involved? It's easy. Visit our website at www.passdrugfree.org or at PassDrugFree on social media and learn more about our upcoming events, workshops, and initiatives.
Together, we can create a community where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, free from the harms of substance abuse. Join us in making a difference.
Remember, the power to create change starts with you. Join the Pass Drug Free Coalition today, and let's build a brighter, drug-free future together.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Schirach with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards! Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
Welcome back here to halftime, the First National Bank halftime show. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon here as we go to our officially unofficial stats from the first half. And let's start with Dibble, and Leopards do a really good job. Hold them to just 65 yards of total offense here in the first half. Jag Norman has 19 carries already in the ball game. I'm going to have another stat sheet for him as number of carries he's got, but he only had 54 yards out of those 19 carries. Only 3 other people carried the ball for Dibble, and all were negative yardage. The quarterback, Blake Cresswell, 1 carry for minus 5 yards. Then also number 11, that is Tucker Skipper, had 1 carry. He lost a yard, and then they did the tried that jet sweep with Lane Lesser, the wide receiver, and he lost 5 on that. So 22 carries, 22 rushing plays, 43 net yards for the Dibble Demons here in the first half. Blake Cresswell, 3 of 8, 22 yards and an interception here in the first half. 2 catches and 14 yards for the guy out of the backfield, Jag Norman, and then Lane Lesser has 1 catch for 8 yards, and that's all the receiving yards for Dibble. So again, 43 on the ground, 22 through the air, and 1 turnover with that interception for Price Stubblefield, which results in a $79 donation to Lindsay Public Schools on behalf of in the name of Price Stubblefield, and of course in remembrance of Tristan Manning. Number 79 for the Leopards always. For the Lindsay Leopards in the first half, 124 yards on the ground. I think that exceeds the yardage we had in the whole game against Pauls Valley last week. 87 of that belonged to Brody Ramming. He's got 6 carries, 87 yards, and a 21-yard touchdown run to his credit. 5 carries for 37 yards for Dutton Taylor. Shane Jones did have 1 carry in there, did not gain any on that. But 12 rushing plays, 124 yards. That equates to about 10 yards a play. I'll take that all night long.
You bet.
From the passing standpoint, Ramming is 3 of 5 passing, 64 yards and a touchdown, and that belonged to Manuel Aguero. He ends up with 3 catches for 55 yards net for the night. 1 catch for 6 yards for Price Stubblefield, 1 3-yard reception for Shane Jones rounds out the passing game. But again, 3 of 5 passing, 64 yards through the air for Brody Ramming. So the Leopards roll up 188 yards of total offense there in that first half. Much better performance here tonight from the Leopard offense compared to last week. Let's send it over to Andrew, and we'll look at some of his defensive stats for the night.
All right. Starting off with Dibble, not a ton of big stats to report, but starting with tackling, Hudson Long, Chris Judd lead the defensive core with 3 tackles apiece. Newt Skipper with a couple. Lane Lesser with a couple, Wyatt Malcheski with 2, Cresswell, Blanchard, Oliver, and Tucker Pickard, and Skipper with a couple of tackles apiece. No tackles for loss, no sacks on that side of the ball. Early on, it looked like they were doing a pretty good job on third down conversions. There were 4 third down attempts, only 1 converted by the Leopards. So pretty good on that front before the Leopards kind of opened it up on them there late in the first half. For the Leopard, well, let me go back and talk about yards. Again, he just mentioned it. Dibble allows 124 rush yards and 64 pass, 188 total. So we're running all over them, looks like. On the Lindsay side, quite a few guys with tackles. Leading off, Dutton Taylor with 4 tackles. Stubblefield with 2.5. Wyatt April, 2.5. Gus Torres with a couple. Dalton Parker with a couple. Wyatt April with a tackle for loss and that 1 sack early on. Very nice play there. And Price Stubblefield comes up with an interception. No return yards for him, but a timely interception before we go into the locker room. The Leopards only allowed 43 rush yards and 14 pass yards for 65 total. Another stat that it might be a little bit misleading, it looks like we did really well on third down, and we did. There were 7 attempted third downs. Dibble was only able to convert 1 of them. However, they continued on to 4th down, and they were able to convert on 4th 3 times. So a third down conversion, that's a good stat there, backed up by not a great stat on 4th down conversions. Also, I want to mention there were a few hurries in there. Ryan Horton got in there a couple of times hurrying the quarterback, which messed things up. So the Leopards looking good on defense. A lot of guys getting into the action. I see the intensity picked up quite a bit this week over last, and I like what I'm seeing.
I do too. I tell you what, the Leopards have put together a really good first half. And again, they'll get the ball, should get the ball to start this third quarter. So we'll see if they just can't pick up right where they left off there in that first half.
Yeah.
And keep going. Let's send it back over to JD. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back and look at some of our area scores and get you ready to start the second half of this one right after this timeout. You're listening to the First National Bank Halftime Show from Dibble right here on KBLP Live.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
Hey, have you heard the news?
What news?
There's a new bakery in town.
Oh, I know. Have you tried their hot lunch yet?
It's so good, and the cinnamon rolls and cream pies are to die for.
Let's go now and grab a salad or a sandwich from their grab-and-go cooler.
Okay, and while I'm there, I'll grab some cookies too. Sunshine Bakery and Deli, located at 311 West Cherokee in Lindsay. A little sunshine in every bite.
Are you a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
We're back here at halftime, and before I forget again, I need to make sure I mention Paige Sutherland is here tonight. We usually talk about her being home, keeping us lined out with all of our graphics and all of the things that she does for us for our broadcast, but she's here tonight taking pictures. So make sure you check out her Facebook page, her website. You'll be able to see some of the photos that she takes at tonight's game, and I think she's doing for Dibble and Lindsay both. So tickled to death to have Paige Sutherland here in the house with us tonight. She's taking photos down here on the sideline. Let's get to some of our area scores here. We talked about this just a minute ago. Well, let's start out in Class 4A. Blanchard hosting Noble tonight. Blanchard up 33-12 in the second quarter at last report of that game. Pauls Valley is on the road at Davis tonight, and this is kind of an odd one. Davis was up 2-0 early in that game. Last report was in first quarter, so that's kind of an odd one there. Now 10-0 Davis in the first quarter, so that one has been updated. Sulphur is hosting Washington tonight, and the Warriors lead 21-10 at halftime in that ball game. Elmore City is on the road at Allen tonight. Elmore City Purnell leads 6-0 in the second quarter of that ball game. Wayne hosting Kanawha tonight. Kanawha with an 18-0 lead over the Wayne Bulldogs at halftime. It was a short-lived night for the Ellick Longhorns. They hosted Tipton tonight, and Tipton wasted no time. They defeated them 50-0. That would have been a run rule. I don't know what you call it. Mercy rule, I guess, in football. It was 50-0. I'm not sure where they actually called that one, but Tipton with a huge win there at Ellick tonight. The Maysville Warriors hosting Mountain View Gotebo, and Mountain View Gotebo has a 68-6 win in that ball game. And then talk to me in a bit. Atoka is on the road at Ringling tonight, and I only bring that up because Atoka is the team that the Leopards will face at home next week in our home opener. And right now Ringling leads that game 8-0. So have you found any scores over there that I didn't mention, Andrew, you think we might be interested in?
I was just looking at Comanche Mangum, with Mangum up 19-0 over Comanche.
Ah.
And if unless I'm mistaken, Mangum's still a Class A
I think you're right.
club, aren't they?
Yep.
So, big game there for Mangum. Elmore City did just score, so that goes to 12-0 over Allen.
Very good.
And I think you had just about everything I had. Community Christian is down 10 to OCS. It's OCS is up 20-10. I think that covers everything I had as well.
And again, we'll be back at Burford Field next week against Atoka, the Wampus Cats. So make sure you make plans to be back at home. Chickasha Marlowe. Marlowe up 21-0 on Chickasha. I tell you what, Chickasha got thumped hard last week as well. I forget who they played last week, but Chickasha not having a good start to their season this year. So, but Marlowe is having a good start.
That's a good start.
That's a good start, 21-0 over Chickasha. We'll send it back over to JD. We'll wrap it up, and we're still about a minute away from the start of this third quarter, so we'll take a minute break. We'll come back right after this. This has been your First National Bank Halftime Show right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with BNS Construction at 1-405-428-0039. BNS Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at BNS Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
We are back here at halftime, and I realize the officials just now put another 3 minutes back up on the clock. So the teams were already warmed up, and in fact, Dibble was on the sideline, and the officials come out and say, okay, let's put 3 more back on the clock. So I tell you what, I'm just going to send it back over to JD. We've got a lot of sponsors that we need to hear from. We wouldn't be able to do this broadcast without them, so we want to hear from them. We'll do that. We'll come back. Get you started with the third quarter right after this timeout here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Hi, this is Mark Smith, pastor of the Banner Baptist Church. I want to invite you to join our fellowship here at Banner. Our Sunday services begin with Sunday school at 10 a.m. Worship starts at 11 a.m. And the evening service, it's at 5 p.m. Our Wednesday night services begin at 6 p.m. and include adult Bible study, youth, and children's classes. We are located 5 miles north of Lindsay on Highway 76. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Leopards!
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Welcome back to Dibble High School, Dibble, Oklahoma. Greg Peary alongside Andrew ESPN Lyon. J.D. Scruggs over here on the live stream. Kevin Scruggs upstairs on the camera. Brianna Miller back at our studios. Paige Sutherland in the house tonight, taking photos. But Glenn Shoemake is probably at home in his easy chair, if I'm betting, watching the live stream at home. So,
Greg, I want you to know that my coworkers have started taping ESPN signs to my office door.
That's awesome. I love it.
Goodness.
So Dibble will kick off to start this third quarter. The Leopards will send Price Stubblefield back deep to receive. And this will be the first kickoff we've seen from Dibble tonight. And I believe that is Tucker Skipper who is doing the kicking chores. I'm going to be attending the OU game tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that.
You betcha.
They fake the onside, and now they'll back up to kick it away. And Stubblefield stands back deep at his own 5 here. See if Skipper.
It's actually Rylan Oliver.
Riley, yeah, I started saying it is Oliver with the kick. And at the 15 off the scoop, here comes Stubblefield right up the middle, and he'll be stuffed as he crosses the 30 and gets out to the 33-yard line. Nice run back there. Oh, yeah. Glenn sent J.D. a picture. Yes, he has the ball game up on his 87-inch TV in his house. So 1st and 10, Leopards, their own 33 as we get the second half underway. See if they can pick up where they left off there in the first half. They will have Vaughn in the backfield. Stubblefield and Aguero will split left. Single receiver right. And give it to Vaughn right up the middle. Breaks tackle, puts his head down. Still on his feet. He'll get out near the 40. That's just tough running than what we expect from Jacob Vaughn.
That's the kind of thing we've become accustomed to. Nothing real fancy, just lower the boom and keep plowing.
Picks up 6, makes it a 2nd down and 4 at the 39. Again, twins left, single receiver right, ramming from the shotgun. Back to pass this time, the stop route. Out there to Dodson. Dodson's got the edge. Shirt tail, and he'll drag him all the way down inside the 40. That shirt tail tackle saved a touchdown right there from Parker Dodson.
Yeah, that was a nice play, and we're really starting to open it up here and mixing it up with some different receivers.
From 39 to 39, that's a 22-yard reception for Parker Dodson. It's 1st and 10 at the Dibble 39. Right up the middle goes Vaughn, breaks it to the outside. He's still on his feet at the 20, and finally dragged down as he gets across the 15. Again,
there's that deceptive speed you talked about.
It just blows me away when you look at him and how stocky built he is, but as soon as he gets to the open, it's amazing how fast he can move.
Yeah, he was moving, and I don't think he was touched for about 7 yards there.
24 on that carry.
You give him that kind of room, and he gets ahead of steam. You better watch out.
1st and 10 from the Dibble 15. Vaughn still in the backfield now. Stubblefield back there with him. Dodson split right. Aguero split left. Ramming from the pistol. And he'll give it to Vaughn right up the middle. Just running over people. Gets inside the 10. Down to the 9-yard line. Picks up 6 more yards.
He is gashing them. Finally, Chris Judd there able to make the stop. I think he was the only guy big enough down there to do it.
2nd and 4 now from the Dibble 9. Vaughn and Stubblefield line up in the backfield. Dodson splits right. Aguero splits left. Ramming from the shotgun. And fakes it, keeps it himself this time, breaks it to the right, gets to the 5, gets toward the pylon, but they'll run him out of bounds inside the 5, but it'll be 1st and goal Leopards. They'll mark it at the 3. 1st and goal Leopards. This will be the 6th play of this drive that started at their own 33.
That's very interesting. We haven't seen that set before with one of the receivers back there alongside Vaughn.
Vaughn to the left of Ramming this time. They'll give it to him right up the middle. Untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacob Vaughn, 3 yards out.
Wow.
That's how you answer.
That seemed like it went fast.
It did. That took just over 2 minutes to go 67 yards in 6 plays.
I like how Hembry is mixing this offense up. We're seeing new stuff almost every time out.
2-point conversion attempt. Ramming keeps it himself. Just says, Vaughn, get out of my way. I'm going in the end zone.
Boy, he just
he put his hand behind him and shoved him and said, let's go. 2-point conversion is good for Brody Ramming, and with 9:47 left to go here in the third quarter, it is 24-0 Leopards on top of the Dibble Demons. We're back over to JD to take a timeout. We're back with more Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
We're back here. Here's another look at that touchdown run from Jacob Vaughn from 3 yards out. Lines up to the left of Ramming. Back there in that pistol formation. Starts right, cuts it back left, and left everybody in their cleats. Goes in untouched for the 3-yard touchdown. Ramming with the 2-point conversion. It is 24-0 Leopards. 9:47 left to go here in the third quarter.
And it looked like we drew that defense over to, the offensive right side. I was so focused on Vaughn, I didn't see exactly what it was they were keying on, but they had everybody going that way.
And when he cut back left, there was nobody home.
Simple cut back and just a couple of steps, and he's there, basically untouched. So it must have been a well-designed play to get everybody going the wrong direction.
This looks like
I wish I was a savvy enough color guy to give you all the details about that little set.
That's why I do play-by-play and not color, because I can tell you what happened. I just can't tell you why it worked. Parker Dodson will kick it up for the Leopards, and this one will go back to Norman. He takes it at the 20. I'm sorry, that's Lesser, and they'll wrap him up as he gets across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line.
Ryan Horton again.
So
really nice pursuit there. Excuse me, I stepped on you, Greg.
Nope, you're good.
Case and Work was right down there in his face. Wasn't quite able to get him, but caused him to change direction. Ryan Horton finished it off.
So Dibble will take over 1st and 10, their own 29. Norman in the backfield with Blake Cresswell at quarterback. Lesor splits right. And they're going to give it to Norman right up the middle, and no hole to go through there. And I think Wyatt April was coming from the outside, and looks like a Dutton Taylor. And who's off the bottom of that pile?
They're Horton in there.
No, that is
Wyatt April in there.
They'll give him a couple to the 31-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. And that's carry number 20 now on the books for Jag Norman. 2nd down and 8. Dibble their own 31-yard line. And flags fly at the snap. And let's see what we got here. Maybe a false start.
Seems like it almost have to be a false start there.
And it is false start. The cameraman says it was on number 70 for the Demons, and that would be Caden Isom, the freshman. So that'll back it up to the 26-yard line and make it now a 2nd down and 13 from their own 26. They'll stay with twins right. Norman to the left of Cresswell from the shotgun. They'll give it to Norman coming to this side, and he gets inside of a block. But, that's a great job from Stubblefield fighting off of that block to make that stop on a short gain on Jag Norman.
Absolutely. I think he may have had 3 bodies on him that he was able to resist and maintain footing there to make that tackle. Very impressive.
Gain of 3 to the 29. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Shane Jones checks back in at defensive end as Gus Torres will head to the sideline. 3rd and 10, Dibble, their own 29-yard line. Cresswell calls for it, looking to his left to pass, looking for the deep ball, and he just overthrows Lesser. He's got some wheels now. He was just flat out running everybody over there.
Yeah, he sure does. We're very lucky that was overthrown. It looked initially like we were going to have potentially 3 defenders right there on him, but he just pulled out in front of them, and thank goodness it was overthrown.
It'll bring up a 4th down and 10 for Dibble. They'll go back in punt formation. Tucker Skipper back to punt this one away. Aguero stands inside his own 40, and the Leopards again nearly get a foot hand on that one. And this one will take a big-time demon roll all the way down to the 35-yard line. But the Leopard defense stands up. And the Leopard offense goes back out there to see if they can add to that 24-0 score. We've got 7:51 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the Leopards will start 1st and 10 there on 35. Tanner Curry will be out split left this time. Horton is going to be out there split right. Also in for the Leopards, number 19, Tug Fott. And he will be split left as well. Ramming. And we're going to have a timeout, Lindsay. I think there's some confusion. New personnel coming in and not real sure what we're doing there. It's a smart timeout from Coach Embry.
We might have had 12 guys out there.
Could be. So let's take a timeout with them. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Limits Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated.
So Tug Fott split left for the Leopards. Ryan Horton and Parker Dodson are split right. Ramming from the shotgun. 1st and 10 Leopards, they're on 35. And fake it to Taylor right up the middle goes Ramming, running over his own men to get out of the way.
Sure
he get out to the 45-yard line and should be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he wasn't going to let anybody get in his way on that. I didn't see who he demolished, but, boy,
Yeah. Yep, 10 yards and a 1st down there for Brody Ramming. They'll stay with Horton and Dodson split right, Fott split left. Dutton Taylor the lone setback. Ramming gets it to Taylor around the right side. Gets the edge, gets to the 50, the 45, and then run out of bounds to the far side of the field. And nice speed up the field that time. As soon as he turned it up, he was gone.
Absolutely. They're giving us the edge out there most of the time, and if you give these guys the edge, they got some pretty good straight line speed.
Another 1st down on a 11-yard run from Dutton Taylor. And at the Dibble 41.
Okay.
Ramming from the shotgun, trips left. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Just had to dump that one. It was a blown play, and now we've got flags.
Definitely a bust there. I don't know if somebody didn't know the play, or maybe Brody didn't.
Yeah, it could be, and it just didn't look good. And I'm not sure what the call is here.
Me either. He'll tell us in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I started to say it may be a while, but we may find out what the call is here. Looks like we may have had a lineman downfield, maybe. So they'll be against the Leopards. Let's see what Coach Norman decides to do here. And he's going to decline the penalty. And so I guess this is going to be now 2nd down and 10 from the Dibble 44-yard line.
Okay.
I guess he's thinking fewer downs, I'm better off.
Yeah.
Single receiver left. Single right. Twins left. Taylor the lone setback. Ramming. Gives it to Taylor. Puts his head down. He's driving for that 40, and it takes – they never did get him on the ground.
Go down. Wow.
How many?
At least 4.
Dibble demons on him, and he got to the 41-yard line. He got 3 yards out of that.
Hudson Long, by all rights, should have blown that up almost immediately, but Dutton just kept on chugging.
Mark it at the 42. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Twins left, single receiver right, ramming from the shotgun. Back to pass, and he's got Horton, spin move. He's got a 1st down and more. He'll get inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line, even the 27-yard line, a 15-yard reception.
Newt Skipper down, looks like. Yeah.
So 1st and 10 Leopards. They are at the Dibble 27-yard line. Again, Horton and Dodson left. Aguero right. Taylor the lone setback. Back to pass. Ramming steps up in the pocket. And he's got Aguero behind the defense, and it's a touchdown. 27-yard touchdown play. Brody Ramming to Manuel Aguero. And, again, that's the feet of Ramming.
That was well done. I'm not sure that play was actually drawn up that way. I think the pass was the route was underneath the receiver. Brody got a little distracted down here with a defender in his face, stepped forward. Manuel recognized that and scored it back behind his defender and left him wide open. So nice recognition there by Brody to find him after that adjustment.
2nd touchdown reception of the night for Manuel Aguero. 2-point conversion coming up for the Leopards. Ramming.
False start.
We got a false start. Yep. So they'll have to try this one again.
It looked like Hannibal, number 58, Hannibal Hines with the false start there. Kevin, what did you say? You 32.
Dutton Taylor.
That'd be Dutton. So okay.
So now this looks a little different. Instead of that, let's just drive you into the end zone. They're going to split it out. They'll go Stubblefield left, Aguero right. 2 tight end look. And Ramming rolls, gets out to the edge, looking into the end zone, and he's just going to have to dump it. This is a conversion that will not work this time. Yep. So we have 5:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, but the Leopards have increased their lead 30-0. They lead the Dibble Demons here in Dibble. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
Do you have a classic car or truck that needs some attention? Give Andy a call at Crossroads Classic and Customs, 1-405-255-0365. Crossroads Classic and Customs is located at 509 West Cherokee Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma. They do brake work, diagnostics, and much more, specializing in paint and body work. If you want your classic car or truck showroom ready, swing by or call Crossroads Classics and Customs today.
We are back. Just take another look at that touchdown pass. Brody ramming to Emmanuel Aguero. Brody backs up, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, and Aguero just changes his route and gets behind the defender Lesser. And a nice touch pass just over the top of everybody to Aguero into the end zone for the touchdown. 27-yard pass. Leopards lead 30-0, 5:50 left to go here in the third. It's a second touchdown catch of the night for Aguero. 44-yarder back in the first half, a 27-yarder there. Parker Dodson tees it up for the Leopards. Lesser back deep for the Demons. And again, we wait for the white hat. And here's the kick from Dodson. And Lesser will take this one at the 22. He'll flip it in the back to number
nice
11. Tug fought on the stop. Tucker Skipper on the reverse had nowhere to go, and so a little trickery from the Demons, but didn't fool anyone, and the Dibble will take over 1st and 10. They're on 24-yard line. Still 5:39 left to go here in the third. Leopards with a 30-0 lead. Lesser will split wide right. Norman stays in the backfield with Cresswell. I think that's Trammell that is split wide left. Norman right up the middle. Look out. He can go, and he gets out across the 30 to like the 32-yard line. That'll be a big 8-yard gain.
Yeah, that's a nice little gain.
In fact, they give him all the way to the 33. That's 9 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1. Tug fought
in the game.
In there in that outside linebacker spot. Again, go to Norman right up the middle. Big hole, and he'll have a 1st down and more. He'll get out to the 40-yard line, pick up 7 more.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. Just straight ahead running, gashing us right up the middle. So we're going to have to get tough there on the D line.
They'll bring Gus Torres back in.
There's a big body.
Yep, he'll line up on that right defensive end. Wyatt April checks out. Again, single back, give it to Norman. He's looking to this right side. He's got room, look out. And he'll break the tackle. No, he cannot get away. Aguero hangs on for dear life, but Jag Norman still gets it all the way out to the 49-yard line. He'll pick up 9 more to make it a 2nd down and more short at the 49.
It looked like they had a blitz on Fott over there. That I believe he is a Sam linebacker in that set. He flew in there between guard and tackle on the far side and just wasn't the right hole.
Play went away from him.
Yep.
This time they will send twins left with Skinner and Trammell. They'll have Reese Merrick split right. Again, Norman is the lone setback. 2nd and 1. Back to pass. They're going to set the screen up for Norman. The Leopards, Horton will make the stop, but not until he gets down to the 46 of Lindsay. Five-yard reception that time on the screenplay to Jag Norman. That's his 3rd reception of the night. He can do it all. Merrick and Lesser are split right. Rammel splits left. Cresswell from the shotgun. 1st and 10, the Leopard 46. Back to pass. He's looking down the middle of the field for Merrick and broken up. Good defensive play back there by Manuel Aguero.
Very good defensive play back there. I'd like to note that in the last 2 or 3 plays, Aiden Ramage has been just plowing through that offensive line down there, wreaking some havoc.
Wyatt April checks back in. Torres will check out. 2nd down and 10 from the Leopard 46 for Dibble. 3:12 left to go here in the third. They trail 30-0 to the Leopards. Norman right up the middle, and he just runs over bodies and gets down to the Lindsay 39-yard line. He'll pick up 7 and bring up a 3rd down and 3. That was the 25th carry of the night for Norman, and we haven't even got to the end of the third quarter yet. Big 3rd down play here. Leopard defense really would like to come up with a stop and keep that goose egg up there for Dibble. And they're going to give it right back to Norman, and he's over that left side, still on his feet. And he'll have a 1st down. He'll get to the Leopard 32, 33-yard line, see where they actually get the spot, but it'll be a 1st down. At the 33, is 6 more yards now.
Well, they're really attacking our defensive interior there, and we're giving up a little bit too much at this point.
A lot of what we saw at Pauls Valley, it was the right up the gut that really hurt more than anything. This time, looks like we may have the slots filled, and he goes the other way. Again, Taylor runs up to that gap on the right side, and the play goes left.
And he ultimately did come up with that stop there, but he had to chase him down from the backside. Taylor, that is.
Picks up a couple to the 31. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. He being Jag Norman. Norman will get a breather, and Tucker Skipper, number 11, will check in at running back. Wide receiver way out to the left. They're going to bring Lesser in motion and flip it to him. Looks for a cut up inside. He got it, and then got hit. Brody Ramey on the stop from his safety position. Gets it down to the 26-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards. It's going to be another 3rd down and 3 here. Clock runs with 1:10 left to go here in the third. Lesser is split right along with Merrick. Trammell is split left. Skipper stays in at the running back spot. And they'll give it to him headed left, trying to get to that edge. And that's a great play from Tanner Curry.
Very nice play. See where they spot that. Did he get any?
They're going to mark it at the 31. That's
right.
I say 31. How about 26, which would be no gain on the play. 4th down and 3. And they'll bring Norman back in, so I bet this will be a handoff to Jag Norman.
You don't say.
Yeah, I mean, that's I may be off, but
you may have a future in coaching.
You think? And Jag Norman right up the middle will get the 1st down. They'll be very close anyway.
And I couldn't see who made that tackle. Did you catch it?
I didn't. Ryan Horton maybe in on the stop there, but he does get the 1st down as he gets inside. It's down to the 6. Yep, this will be the final play of the third quarter. So the Lindsay Leopards have a 30-0 lead, but Dibble is not quit. They are still on the move. They're inside the Leopard 25 when we come back to start the fourth quarter after this. We'll be back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank after this time out here on KBLP Live.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay. The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Back to start the fourth quarter. The Leopards with a 30-0 lead, but Dibble has the ball at the Leopard 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Norman back in at running back. Merrick will be split right along with Lesser. Trammell will be split left. And again, no hurry to get things going here. Now we get the whistle. Oliver will be split up, lined up at that wing right. Cresswell from the pistol. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking to pass. Still looking, throws into the end zone, and nearly picked off. It was tipped and nearly had it as it fell to the ground, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, Stubblefield went up and got hands on that one.
Horton back there as well had his hands on it. Yes. Aguero was back in the area as well. And 2nd down and 10.
Ball was underthrown there.
It was well underthrown, yep. This time right up the middle for Norman, still dragging defenders with him. Taylor and Horton finally bring him down, but not till he gets down to the 16-yard line and picks up 6 more yards. But that's going to still be short by about 4 and bring up a 3rd down. And actually they put it back about the 17-yard line, so closer to 3rd and 5. Again, Norman right up the middle and nowhere to go that time. And he might have got a yard or 2 to the 15, but this is going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
Not much there. He got a little hung up, and Dutton Taylor just put a shellacking on him.
4th down. And looking across the field, it looks more like 3 or 4 yards. We're going to have a timeout called actually by the Leopards. 10:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lindsay with a 30-0 lead, but it is 4th down. Dibble, they're deep in Leopard territory. We'll see what happens after this timeout here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Out of the timeout, 4th and a long 3 here for Dibble, and now Lesser is going to move from right to left. He'll be over there with Trammell. They're going to leave Merrick over there on an island by himself. And they'll give it to Norman right up the middle, and he's not going to get the first down. They will stuff him at the line of scrimmage, might have even lost some yardage.
Yeah, I'm going to give Wyatt April a tackle for loss on that one. I don't think he got any.
So that'll be the 3rd turnover on downs for this Leopard defense, and the Leopards will get it back with 10:35 left in the ball game. They'll have it deep in their own territory at their own 17-yard line. I think that was the first play for loss for Jag Norman, but Dutton the lone setback. Manny Aguero splits right. Stubblefield is split left, I think, with Dodson on the other side. And right up the middle goes Taylor. He breaks it to the left. He's at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 50, and just shy of the 45 in Dibble territory. What a play by Dutton Taylor.
Man, I think I mentioned it last week, but he doesn't look like he's going that fast.
No.
He's got long legs, and but boy, he's covered some ground in a hurry, isn't he?
37 yards on that play from Dutton Taylor to the Dibble 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Aguero and Stubblefield split right. Dutton in the backfield. Ramming calls for it. Gives it to Dutton. We got flags flying. And another good play, strong play from Dutton Taylor as he gets down to the 42. But let's look at the flags. And that one came from the back judge, so I'm not sure what he saw.
Yeah, I'm not either. Makes me think blocking the back or something from that position.
But he threw it almost as soon as the play started, so.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It did
illegal participation.
Sorry.
Must have had 12 on the field or something maybe. But this is going to go against Dibble. And they'll mark it. Well, they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it from the end of the run, which is odd to me. Yeah. So they'll mark it from the 43 all the way down to the 28. It is a 15-yard. That was 15 yards in, isn't it? So I'm going to wait for the sticks to get set. The ball at the 28-yard line of Dibble. And right up the middle, that is number 4. That is Caden Klingman. And Klingman didn't really have a lot of place to go there. And in fact, no gain on the play that time. So 2nd down and 10 for the Leopards there at the 28 of Dibble. Again, they'll go Stubblefield and Aguero right, Dodson left. Klingman stays in the backfield to the right of Ramming back to pass. He's got Dodson out near a first down, but he's going to be short, and then we get another flag come in late. And he threw it right in the direction of where Guillermo Hernandez was locked up with Tucker Pickard from Dibble. But of course, we've also got a flag over here on the sideline too. So see what we sort out on this one. And they're going to march it off Personal foul against Dibble. Face mask. That one hurts because that's going to move it all the way down.
Must be getting a little bit chippy.
Maybe.
We've got a lot of the twos in at this point.
Yeah.
At least on the line. Saw a few new numbers out there.
So I'm still trying to tell where they've got that spot. He must be inside the 10 because the yardsticks are down.
We've got Isaac Cameron in now at quarterback.
You say at the 8. 1st and 10 Leopards. Horton in motion right to left, and flags will fly. And I think there's some timing problems there with that one. False start on the Leopards.
Yep, Isaac Cameron in at quarterback.
Yep. Again, second offense looks like probably in the game now for the Leopards for the most part.
See if I can get some of these numbers.
1st and goal, Leopards now, and it looks like the ball somewhere around the 16-yard line. Hard to tell from this angle. Aguero, Dodson, and Horton are split right. Klingman in the backfield, and again, quarterback, number 18, Isaac Cameron. And nothing doing there for Klingman. And that loss goes back to about the 20-yard line. And that should bring up now a 3rd down and goal. The 19-yard line. Cameron. Klingman to his right. Twins right, single receiver left. Back to pass. Still looking. And over the middle, where's the flag?
Man, that should
have been a pass interference. Lesser hit Aguero long before that ball got there. I would have expected a flag right there, but we don't get it. It's going to bring up a 4th down and goal now at the 19-yard line. Actually, the down marker still says 3rd. I may have jumped one there on the penalty. So still a couple of options here for the Leopards. Twins right, single receiver left. Fakes the pitch, takes it himself. Cameron got room, and he's not going to get to the end zone, but nice moves there from the freshman, Isaac Cameron.
I like to see that. A freshman not afraid to tuck it and run. Pretty shifty, I might add.
Gets it back down the inside the 15-yard line. Fourth and goal for the Leopards. Fought split right with Horton. Dodson split left. Back to pass. Cameron over the slant over the middle. And again, Horton felt like he was held up, but no flags, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Leopards.
It looked a little bit handsy to me down there.
I would agree. 6:30 left in the ball game. The Leopards still hanging on to a 30-0 lead, but the turnover on downs will give Dibble the ball back, and looks like it'll be at the 11-yard line.
Yep, looks like the 11 to me. A little hard to see those sticks way over there.
Those sticks far across the field to see exactly where they're at on the yard markers is hard, but we have a nice camera view to look at, I forget. So 1st and 10, Dibble. Cresswell to Norman, looking around, can't get around Horton, and cleaned up nicely there. Aiden Ramage in there along with Dutton Taylor. And they're going to lose about 5 yards on that play. Okay, lose a couple of yards. Back at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 12. Yeah.
Well, Dutton is really flying around in there. He and Horton. I mentioned off the air that Horton and Dutton Taylor are having to split their tackling stats a lot because they're both in there, which is a good thing.
Give it to Norman again, right over that left side of the offensive line, and again, not much there.
Horton again, looks like, along with Case and Work, I believe.
He'll
number 9.
Pick up 3 out to the 12. But they're still going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. They will send Skipper out wide right. Trammell is wide left. Norman still in the backfield as the lone setback. Cresswell. And I think that wide receiver on the far side of the field, I think Merrick or Skipper 1 jumped over there. False start. We'll back him up.
Yeah, look like Skipper leaving early.
So 5 more yards on the Demons, and that'll move the ball back. Looks like they're going to put it about the 7. That would be right. 5-yard penalty from the 12. So 3rd down and 14 now for the Demons, and they're at their own 7-yard line now. Twins right, single receiver left. Norman in the backfield with Cresswell. And they're just going to hand it off to Norman. He's looking for something over that right side, and there's not much there.
Looked like a Guerrero finishing that off, but we stretched that play out pretty good. Gave us time to get several white jerseys over there in the area.
He got about 1 yard to the 8, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 13, so it'll be a punt situation for the Demons as they will send Tucker Skipper back deep to punt this one away, and the Leopards actually don't put anybody back. And he gets off a nice knuckleball. It'll take a huge Dibble roll all the way down to the Leopard 41-yard line. That's a nice punt from Skipper.
Sure was. That ball was end over end there in the correct direction.
In the correct direction for them, for sure. So 1st and 10 Leopards, but good field position. They're at their own 41. We've got 3:19 left in the ball game, 30-0 Leopards. And again, probably see the second-team offense back out there on the field for Lindsay. We'll try to get some of these guys named for you here, but I think at center is number 61, Blake Cummins. Right tackles be Guillermo Hernandez. In the backfield is the freshman at quarterback. That is Isaac Cameron. And Klingman at the running back. Handed to Klingman, cuts inside of a defender, and then once he did, there was more Demons waiting on him. But that was a nice first cut from Klingman.
Nice little juke. Unfortunately, too many blue shirts to overcome in that case.
Braxton Kenworthy, number 35, checks in, wide receiver left. Lucky Booth also out there, the sophomore. Number 21, Melvin McDonald, the junior.
See, Scott Jones. Keegan Gibson out there. Who else we got? Caven Hunter, you may have mentioned.
2nd down and 11. And this time, Cameron keeps it himself. Nice move. He's caught from behind, thrown forward, and helped us out there. Got it out to the 48-yard line, but a nice 7-yard run there.
And the tackle was made there by Caden Isom, who is, I'm going to say, roughly 2.5 times the size of the ball carrier there. He's a big fella.
So bring up a 3rd down and call it 3 from the 48. The Leopards running all the time off this clock as they can. We're down to 1:48 left to go in the ball game. Cameron has a wide receiver either side. Klingman in the backfield. And give it to Klingman going left. He's got room. He's got a 1st down. Bowls over defender and gets to the 45-yard line in Dibble territory. Another good run there from Caden Kleeman.
Yeah, plenty of room around the left side there. Got that edge sealed off. A nice little first down scamper.
So 1st and 10 Leopards at the Demon 45, and now I think a couple of knees is all the Leopards like that they'll close this one out here. And they'll put one in the win column. Go 1-1 on the season on a 30-0 win over a good Class A team in the Dibble Demons. They've got a lot of weapons. So they will do well. Clock down to 50 seconds now. I forget I've got one right here in front of me. And then Kleeman will take the knee. Yeah, no need for that. Come on.
Yeah.
That'll be the final play of the ball game, I believe. As they, yes, we'll get the play clock started after the down, and that'll be it. And the Lindsay Leopards will head home for their home opener against Atoka next Friday night back at Burford Field and get this non-district part of the schedule over with, and then have a bye week before we get started and where it really counts. But good game tonight for the Lindsay Leopards. And, again, Dibble just not able to stop that run game from the Leopards, and a couple of big touchdown passes to Manny Aguero as well. But, again, the Leopards with the 30-0 win over Dibble. We're going to send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. Andrew and I will figure up quickly some final officially unofficial stats. Wrap it up from Dibble right after this timeout on KBLP.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Jake Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're back here to wrap it up from Dibble. The Leopards with a 30-0 win over the Dibble Demons, and for the Demons, all of their offense was Jag Norman. 33 carries tonight for Jag Norman, 108 yards on the ground, and a total yardage of just 97 rushing yards for the Dibble Demons. And again, only 3 other guys carried the ball, and they were all for negative yardage. So it was a good night for the Leopard defense. Cresswell through the air, only 27 yards on 4 completions, so he ends up 4 of 11 for just 27 yards. He did have that interception there in the first half. For the Lindsay Leopards, they roll up 242 yards on the ground tonight, 103 yards on 8 carries tonight from Brody Ramming, 89 yards on 8 carries on the night for Dutton Taylor, and then they spread it from there as Jacob Vaughn comes in the game. He gets 39 yards on 4 carries, a 21-yard touchdown for Brody Ramming, by the way, in the midst of his 103 yards. Jacob Vaughn also had a 3-yard touchdown run on 4 carries for 39 total yards. Isaac Cameron, a couple of carries in there for 14 yards. Caden Kleeman also had 4 carries on the night, a net of just 2 yards. Again, these are all officially unofficial, by the way. And then, of course, Shane Jones did carry the ball one time tonight. No gain on that play. But 8, 16, 25, 27 rushing plays for the Leopards. They get 242 yards on the ground. Ramming on the night, 8 of 11, 128 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. Both touchdowns went to Manny Aguero. He ends up with 4 catches for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Parker Dodson had a catch for 22 yards. Ryan Horton also had a catch for 15 yards, and Bryce Stubblefield had 1 catch for 6. And Shane Jones had a 3-yard reception as well tonight, but 128 yards through the air. So the Leopards end up with 370 yards of total offense. That's a pretty good number compared to what they had last week against Pauls Valley. So that, let's send it over, and we'll talk to Andrew about some of the stats that he's got over there for us.
All righty, pretty straightforward on the Dibble side. Again, nothing real fancy. Leopards just pounded it at them and pounded it at them. So no interceptions, no tackles for loss, no fumbles. So let me see, who is my leading tackler here? Hudson Long with 6 tackles. for the Demons, followed by Newt Skipper, 3.5. Chris Judd also had 6. Wyatt Malcheski with a pair, Tucker Skipper with a pair, Reese Merrick with a pair, and several others with recording at 1 tackle apiece. Spread around pretty good there. Dibble ended up on third downs, allowing 3 conversions on 6 attempts. So they were just 50% on third down. Not a great number there. Hudson Long with a hurry. That was recorded in the first half, which I mentioned. And, of course, the big numbers here. The Dibble defense allowing 242 on the ground, 128 through the air, 370 total they allowed the Leopards to gain. So not a great game defensively for the Demons. On the Lindsay side, I ended up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. Again, 16 Leopards with tackles.
Holy cow.
16 different Leopards with tackles. I think we had 19 last week. So the Leopards really do run in a lot of different personnel and allows it a lot of different guys to get into the action. Leading tackler tonight was Dutton Taylor, recording 9 tackles, followed by Ryan Horton. And like I mentioned just a few minutes ago to you, those guys were having to just get a half a tackle apiece because they were both,
every time one's on it, they're both in it.
Both getting into it. Stubblefield had a nice game, 4 tackles back there and a couple of defended passes, successfully defended passes. Wyatt April getting in the mix this week with 4 tackles. Shane Jones with 4. Manuel Aguero with 4. Of course, I want to mention Wyatt April a couple of times, got tackles for loss and recorded the 1 sack. That was recorded on the night. Price Stubblefield also with an interception on defense. Third down-wise, Leopards allowed 3 third-down conversions on 12 attempts, so that's 25% on third down, which is a pretty good number these days.
Yep.
I'll also mention those 3 fourth-down conversions in the first half that I mentioned, plus 1 more here in the second half for 4 fourth-down conversions. Horton had a couple of hurries early on, and here's the overall team numbers here, with only 97 rush yards allowed, 27 pass yards allowed, and I think that 97 yards allowed, while back in the old days might have been a bad number, in today's offense that's a good number, particularly when you've got guys as productive as Jag Norman is. So while they did have some Dibble did have some sustained drives on the Leopards here and there, overall, with the amount of carries that Jag Norman had, I thought they did a pretty good job of keeping him under wraps.
I agree.
So,
I mean, he gets 108 yards, but he did it on 33 tries.
Yeah, for sure. I'll also mention a couple of these other stats. We had 5 tackles for loss, 2 of those in the first half, 3 there in the second half. So a pretty good job there. The 1 sack and the 1 interception I think I already mentioned. But good night for the Leopards. I think we can sort of, we can't rest on these laurels, but a little bit of a sigh of relief after not so good of a game last week. So I like what I see.
All right, well, we'll get ready to wrap it up here. Look at some of these final scores from our area teams before we get off the air, and we'll start out in the Class 4A. Blanchard manhandling Noble so far. They were up 54-12 in the third in that ball game. Davis was up 22-6 on Pauls Valley at halftime. It's the last report we have on that. Washington defeats Sulphur tonight, 35-10 in that ball game. Elmore City is up 20-6 in the third at last report. Wayne Bulldogs trailed Kanawha 18-0 at halftime. I didn't get any more update on that score. We mentioned that Ellick was handed a big loss tonight from Tipton, 50-0, the final score in that game. Maysville trailed 26-8 to Mountain View Godibo in the fourth. And then in the third quarter, Ringling leading Atoka 15-6. And I bring that up because, of course, Atoka is who the Leopards will play coming up at home next Friday night. So there's some of the area scores before we get off the air here tonight. But again, our final score, the Lindsay Leopards 30, the Dibble Demons 0. And the Leopards will go to 1-1 on the season. And they'll move in to take on Atoka in the home opener next Friday night.
Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Get back to our home digs.
You bet.
This is not bad,
There's
but
no place like
it's
home.
no place like home. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Brianna will remind you of those if you're sticking around to listen to our radio broadcast at 105.1 FM. But, again, we couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much for being along with us here at KBLP Live, and we bring you live coverage of Leopard football. Big thank you to Kevin Scruggs up top, J.D. Scruggs over here on the laptop. Paige Sutherland was down on the sideline tonight taking pictures. Make sure you check out her Facebook page and her website for some of the action photos that she picked up here from the game tonight. But big thank you to Paige. She does a lot of our graphics and things for us for our broadcast. And also to Brianna Miller back at our studios in Lindsay. She had trouble tonight. She had no power down there. It's spooky in that radio station when there's no lights on down there. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure it is.
So a big thank you to Brianna for sticking that out down there as well. And, of course, Glenn Shoemake in his recliner watching us on his 89-inch TV back there at home in Lindsay. My name, it will. All season long, it'll get bigger. That may be a 200-inch TV by the time we get to playoffs. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Perry. We're going to say goodnight from Dibble before they turn the lights out on us. We'll see you back at Burford Field next Friday night. And until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198, and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Hey, have you heard the news?
What news?
There's a new bakery in town.
Oh, I know. Have you tried their hot lunch yet?
It's so good, and the cinnamon rolls and cream pies are to die for.
Let's go now and grab a salad or a sandwich from their grab-and-go cooler.
Okay, and while I'm there, I'll grab some cookies too. Sunshine Bakery and Deli, located at 311 West Cherokee in Lindsay. A little sunshine in every bite.